Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Not too long ago, we did the memory of Mr. James Kelly, a grave injustice. We portrayed him as an ex-saloon keeper and the tragic lover of Dora Hand. We showed his return to Dodge City as a reformed hoodlum sworn to uphold the fast gun arm of Wyatt Earp as marshal. But we neglected to describe what happened when desperate citizens begged Jim Kelly to run for mayor. Would he stand by his old friend Marshal Earp, or would the power and glory of being his honor the mayor go to Kelly's head? To be blunt about it, would Kelly sell out Wyatt Earp for a title in a high silk hat?
What's wrong, Wyatt? The committee voted to nominate Mr. Kelly. You're his friend, aren't you?
Yes, sir, but that doesn't mean he's going to be a good mayor.
Why not?
Because politics does strange things to some people.
But Kelly's reformed. He's no longer a hoodlum. He's the only candidate who stands a chance of beating Slip Madigan. The office molds the man, Wyatt. As mayor, Kelly will have something to live up to.
It could work out that way.
Well, let's go see him. He might have to be persuaded, so let me do the talking.
Judge Tobin, you were chairman of the party.
Come on, Jim, give me the gun. That's a pretty good gun.
Now, put that under your coat and get out the back way. And if you get into any trouble, don't tell them you bought it here.
Well, I ain't gonna get in no trouble. Here, thanks.
Well, Judge Tobin. What? Howdy. Oh, that was, Griff Hanks, an old pal of mine from the Long Branch days.
What kind of gun did you sell?
Gun? Who?
Griff Hanks.
I didn't.
You didn't, huh?
Well, what if I did? Griff needs a weapon. There's a fellow from the Circle B that's laying for him. Any law against selling a gun to an old friend, Judge?
Well, never mind. Doesn't matter. I'll take it away from him before he gets too drunk anyway. Now, the judge has got something real important to discuss with you.
Yes, I have, Mr. Kelly. The committee's nominated you to run for mayor.
Mayor? His honor of Dodge City? Not me. You're joking. Hey, what trick is this now?
We're serious. And I hope you take it just as seriously.
See, Mr. Kelly, there are certain people in this town that feel that you might be capable for the job.
And if you run, and you do win, it's not going to be a walkaway. Not with Madigan's popularity south of the line.
Those votes are going to be hard to win.
Ah, Madigan. That hoodlum runs a saloon on cheap whiskey and crooked cards. Why, I trace Madigan's ancestry back to Dublin itself, and they're jailbirds, every one of them. You think I'm exaggerating, Marshal?
Oh, no, sir. I mean, Your Honor.
Your Honor. Well, all right. Now, mind you, Judge, it's going to be a hard-hitting campaign. No holds barred.
Just tell the voters the truth.
The whole truth. Yes, sir. I'll open my campaign with the truth and a grand beer bust. And in my first speech, what's so funny, Wyatt?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering whether you should wear one of those high silk hats south of the line. What do you think, Judge?
It's irrelevant and immaterial. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. I'll report to the committee.
Well, I thank you. And tell them I appreciate the high honor.
That I'll do.
Hold on. You for me or against me?
Mr. Kelly, I don't think that's going to be the question.
Indeed?
No, sir. Mr. Madigan has already told the newspapers that he wants a new marshal. Now, what are you going to tell him?
Well, Wyatt, you don't think I'd go back on you?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think a marshal's job should be a political issue, Mr. Kelly.
Well, it won't be. I'll settle that in my first speech. Well, Jim Kelly stands by his friends. There won't be any politics about your job. Why, you can arrest just as many Republicans as Democrats.
Well, I always have.
Why, sure. And as for the silk hat, why, the voters respect dignity. Of course, I may have to buy a couple of new ones. Why, they love me south of the line. They won't take any offense at seeing me wearing...
They love you, my foot.
You don't want to go shooting up our next mayor.
No, I beg your pardon.
Now, don't be bashful, gentlemen. Step right in. I've got 2 more barrels in the cooler. Come on now, gentlemen. 3 cups with compliments to Jim Kelly. I want everybody to get...
Go on, Slip. Tackle him right now.
No. I won't gain any votes interfering with a beer bust.
Just ask the main question, the big issue in this campaign. No time to waste, Slip.
Jim, down here. Here comes Madigan. Now be careful what you say.
All right. Well, howdy, Slip. Have a beer on me.
No, thanks.
Oh, come on. I've been calling you names, and you've been calling me names. That's part of any campaign. My friends, I want to give you my worthy opponent, Slip Madigan.
Oh, Jim, answer me one question, then we'll drink.
Well, now, I'm glad you have a question. Certainly, now, what is it?
I've promised to fire Wyatt Earp if I'm elected. What are you going to do about Earp?
Don't you answer that, Jim.
It's a fair question. Wyatt Earp, sir, is my personal friend. He is also the ablest marshal that Dodge City ever had.
You still ain't said it in plain words. Are you going to fire Earp or not?
Fire Wyatt? Not even to get the vote of the hoodlum element, will I? Now, shut up! This is my meeting, and you swig my beer.
Jim, watch yourself!
Come on,
Cut it out! We're running for mayor! Stop this fight! Cut it out! Stop it!
Vote for me. Call me Dog Kelly, but I'm not going to fire Wyatt Earp.
Jim, cut this out! Cut this out! Stop it! Cut this out! Stop!
Are we going to break it up?
Well, Mr. Kelly's doing pretty well. If we butted in, might cost him the election.
Well, why all the gloom? Yesterday's troubles are over. Let's hear from Hoke Smith, my campaign manager. Come on, Hoke, talk up.
All right, Jim, I'm going to give it to you straight. As long as you keep on backing Wyatt Earp, you're going to get licked.
Ah, can't be like that. The voters respect a man for his loyalty to his friends. Well, you denying that?
Yes, I am. In the tough part of town where the voters like you, but they don't like Wyatt, he isn't necessary to you, Jim. Get rid of him. You can hire a new marshal. Good enough to handle Dodge the way it is right now.
You fellas backing out on me?
Not if you'll be practical. Change your mind about the big issue.
I'll never break my word.
All right. There's only one last thing for me to do. I'm going to go have a talk with Wyatt Earp.
You mean ask him to resign?
That's right.
Well, why should he do that?
Maybe he'd like to see you elected mayor.
Well, I don't like it. And I don't want you to use my name.
Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree when his soul goes marching on.
Take a look at that, Jim. That's your answer.
Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree when his soul goes marching on. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree, a sour apple tree. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree when his soul goes marching on. We'll hang Wyatt Earp to a sour apple tree.
Just some riffraff the Slip hired.
No, Jim. Never votes. But I don't guess you really want to be mayor, do you?
Well, not if I have to. I got an idea. I think I'll go see Wyatt.
He's the issue that's killing us. Talk turkey to him, Jim. or take a licking at the polls?
I'll go get my hat.
Maybe things aren't as bad as they seem, Wyatt. If Kelly stands his ground, public opinion could change.
Oh, look, let's be honest, Judge. Bat Masterson got elected sheriff in spite of me. People thought he'd be a good man for the job. Let's face it, I'm a political liability. That's why George Hoover won't even run for office again. He's tired of taking abuse from folks who don't want me as marshal.
He always stood by you loyally.
Yes, he has. He's been a good friend. But don't forget, he was already elected when he asked me to come here from Wichita. He didn't have to run for an office with me on his back.
Well, Mr. Kelly still seems confident.
Well, that's the fighting Irish in him. The good Jim Kelly. But he wants to be elected, and I can't say I blame him.
Are you suggesting that Mr. Kelly would... Oh, nonsense. He knows what would happen to this town if he gave in to the hoodlum pressure. Furthermore, there's a whole lot to be...
Well, what is this, a wake? You both look like you've been reading the election returns the wrong way.
Nothing like that, Mr. Kelly. We picked a fighter.
To the bitter end.
Now, Wyatt.
Now, Judge, you let me talk to this fella. Oh, and there's something that might be said that a circuit judge shouldn't hear.
I can take a hint. Oh, Mr. Kelly, Wyatt seems to think that you might give in to the hoodlums.
Never. Well, I'm just starting to fight.
Good. Wyatt, I think you should apologize to our next mayor.
It's hard to believe. My best friend doubting my true pledged word.
Look, why don't you take off that highfalutin top hat? Your campaign manager, Mr. Hoke Smith, has been passing the word around the saloons that you're going to fire me.
Why, the double-crossing rascal. Why, there's not a word of truth in it. I'll fire him.
All right. Now, I apologize. Got a little coffee left over here from this morning. Sit down and rest yourself. I'll heat it up.
But I am going to promise to fire you. Now, political strategy, Wyatt. I rob Madigan of his one big issue, and I get elected. As soon as I'm mayor, I'll announce that I can't find a suitable replacement for you. Political strategy, you understand? I'm mayor, and you're still marshal.
No, sir.
What?
Mr. Kelly, I'm not the issue. There are plenty of good men that you can hire to take my place. You're the issue.
Now, Wyatt.
You remember Dora Hand? Well, I do. She took you out of a crummy saloon, made you promise that you were finished with hoodlums. Well, maybe that promise to the woman you loved isn't any better than the one you aim to make and break now just to get elected.
All right, Deacon. I will fire you.
No, you won't. I'm quitting.
Now, Wyatt.
No, I've done it before, and I can do it again.
Now, Wyatt, think this over.
Nothing to think about or talk about.
Can't you ever be practical just once? Do you always have to be such a sanctimonious holy Joe?
Hal, come on in here.
Well, what good will it do for me to stand by you and have Madigan get elected? Well, he'll turn Dodge into a hoodlum cow town, and you know it.
Hal, take this on over to Judge Tobin. Have him hold it for Mayor Hoover when he comes back from KC.
Yes, sir. Wyatt thinks he's quitting.
Quit? We'll take a nice long rest, maybe a little buffalo hunt.
Well, that's your business, Wyatt, but it's going to be pretty rough on Dodge. Guess me and the rest of the deputies will just have to turn in our stars.
Indeed, why?
The marshal keeps us alive, Mr. Kelly.
I can hire a dozen better marshals than you. I'll keep the peace in Dodge. I'll teach you you're no high monkey monk. Dodge can get along without you.
Well, I think it can, Mr. Kelly.
Gentlemen, your attention, please. My friends, I have big and important news for you. Wyatt Earp is leaving Dodge City. Our next mayor, the Honorable Jim Kelly, has forced him to quit before Election Day. That's right. Now, boys, have a good time while I go and spread the news.
Now, if I can carry just 2 precincts, then there's the other side of the town, folks. Well, I think I got a pretty good chance of getting...
Bad news, Slip.
Wyatt Earp turned in his resignation.
Well, how did this happen?
That dirty double-crossing Kelly. He must have bought him off or something. And Hoke Smith has given Kelly full credit with the voters.
Well, there goes the election tomorrow. But it isn't going to be so bad. With this town running wide open, my place will be a ripping and a roaring. Yeah, Dodge City, wide open. Old Dodge.
Kelly's gone with it.
I told you. So help. I thank you.
Now, my friends, a great big hand for our new mayor, the Honorable Jim Kelly.
Thank you, my friends. I'm not going to make a speech. You heard enough of that gabble during the election. I just want to introduce to you Dodge City's new marshal, Mr. Dave Dorrell.
Howdy, folks. Mighty nice being here.
Oh, very well, Marshal.
Thank you.
Mr. Dorrell comes to Dodge after a fine career as a peace officer in Texas. I have assured him that he will have the full support of your mayor and the city council.
Spread the word around the cattle camps that Earp is leaving today. We can open up this town tonight any time after dark.
Well, I don't know, Slip. I think I better stick around till I see Earp leave with my own eyes.
Hello, Wyatt.
Hello, Judge.
I still don't understand what you're trying to prove.
Well, I want Mr. Kelly to learn that you can't compromise with hoodlums.
Look, Wyatt, you can't shrug off all the good work you've done here. What if everything breaks loose and Dorrell can't handle it?
Well, I'll be going along the Northwest Trace. Mr. Kelly asked me to come back in writing. Send a man after me. You really want to know why I'm quitting?
Yes, I do.
Well, I tell you. Every man gets to thinking he's indispensable. And I needed this to happen worse than Mr. Kelly. Good luck, Judge.
Good luck, Wyatt. Do me one last favor, will you? Don't leave Dodge by a side street. Go right down the main drag, will you?
Well, I hate goodbyes, but I sure owe you a favor. I'll be seeing you.
Here he comes.
What's that, Earp? Leave town?
Good riddance.
We hate to see you go, Marshal.
Oh, we hate to see you go, Marshal. Come back and good luck, Marshal.
I'll be seeing you.
Happy journey, Marshal.
Well, you seen it with your own eyes. Go tell the cow camps they can tree Dodge tonight.
Yeah. Sure, Slip. I'll do that.
Who? Where do you think you're going?
You boys asking for trouble?
And who do you think you are?
My name is Dorrell, Dave Dorrell. I'm the new marshal here.
It is true they got rid of White.
And they hired me. Now, you boys go check your guns and cool off.
Get him up, Marshal. Get him up.
Give me those guns, Marshal. You don't need them.
You don't need the badge either.
Get him up on his feet here. Get up. The boots you're trying to fill are mighty big for you. Now put him on that rig and get him out of town quick.
All right, Marshal. We're all right. Get there, Marshal.
Get him out of town.
Get him out.
Get back going. Get back going.
Glory be.
Never mind that, Jim.
Just closing up. The new marshal, Mr. Dorrell, will take care of those hoodlums.
Mr. Dorrell won't take care of anything. They just drove him out of town. Come here. Now, you reappoint Wyatt as marshal. Ask him to come back at once.
No, Judge, never will I. 'Tis a matter of principle with...
Start writing. Those cowhands will have this place torn to pieces if you wait.
Well,
no argument. Write!
up, Mr. Kelly.
You know who it is. Open up.
Judge Tobin made me send for you. It was none of my doing.
Look, there are a dozen cowhands across the line. They're heading this way.
Well, the boys are all friends of mine. I'll go have a talk to them.
Sure. Where's Dave Darrow? All his deputies.
I ain't saying. You want me to crawl and beg?
Mr. Kelly, I don't want nothing except a little sleep. Now you go on and talk to your friends.
Now, nothing too rough, fellas. We just want to have a little fun with His Honor. Hey, Kelly, you in there?
Come on out, Kelly.
Hey, take a minute. Be careful. Don't break the door. We don't want to hurt him. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, come on out.
Come on out, Kelly.
My friends. Drunken hoodlums, every one of them. And that was Slip Madigan, sore-headed because he ain't mayor. Come on out! That settles it. I'm going out there.
Johnny, you go out there with a gun, you're not going to last 2 minutes.
Well, I thought so. Trying to make me out a coward. Well, I ain't. You hear me? Stop that, you scum! I'm coming out!
Wait a minute. If you're going to go out there, at least take off your gun belt.
I'm the mayor of this town, and I'll have law and order. All right, Madigan, we'll settle this. I'm waiting, Slip.
No fight, Your Honor. Can't you take a joke?
'Tis no joke shooting up my store. I'm arresting all of you. Now get your hands up and head for jail. Well, anybody else want to try shooting it out with me? I'll pick up that man and take him along. Next time I have to shoot, I'll aim between the eyes. You're bluffers, all of you, every scummy one of you. Never could stand up to a fearless man that knows how to shoot. Now pick up that man and take him along. Come on, all of you, move. Come on, both of you. Can I have any more of this?
Don't be a fool. It's Earp. Wyatt Earp.
Marshal, I want all of these men taken to jail.
Yes, sir, but I think you better give me your gun.
And I want these hoodlums prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And I'll back you to the last ditch.
Well, thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Slip, what's the idea? I was told the boys had Dodge treed. Why ain't the town wide open?
Take a look across the street.
Uh-oh. Sudden death on 2 feet. We was told Kelly fired him.
That dirty Irisher must have changed his mind after he got elected.
Jim, I hope you and Wyatt have got one thing settled between you. No man is indispensable, but a lot of men are awful hard to replace.
Replace Wyatt? That fine, brave church deacon of a man? I'd resign first.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Mm-hmm.
The frontier doctor in Kansas cow towns of 1877 had to handle a lot of bad-tempered and dangerous patients. Perhaps the most celebrated case in the early annals of Dodge City medicine was the time Mr. Shanghai Pierce, millionaire Texas cattle baron, got a severe stomachache. Marshal Wyatt Earp and his old friend Dr. Fabrique of Wichita did not ask to become involved with Shanghai's medical emergency. It was thrust upon them by a dozen Texas gunfighters standing by to see that their boss survived, or else.
Whoa, you imps of Satan! Whoa! My gosh, whoa! By rights, I shouldn't give you any water at all! You're idiots, both of you! Hey, you tie them up! You darn horses! You can take the dang buggy. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, who sold you to Doc Fabrique, huh? Meanest tempered pill pusher in Kansas.
Oh, it's a fine welcome I'm getting to Dodge City.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Doc. Say, what'd they do, run you out of Wichita?
My friend, the big-headed boy whom I've stopped from getting killed time and again. Well, goodbye. I'm shoving off.
Now, look, I am glad to see you. Now, tell me, how's Marsh Murdoch and all my friends in Wichita?
Marsh is feeling fair to middling. You tell me, Wyatt, ain't there any doctors in this town?
Sure, Doc McCarty. He's a good man, too.
You look kind of liverish to me, son.
Well, that's not Doc McCarty's fault. Well, you see, this town is so peaceful, I don't get any exercise.
Well, then you came to the right man. I can fix that.
Oh? So you've been chased by a bunch of Indians or a small posse?
Oh, I'm going on a vacation.
No.
Yes, the first vacation I've had in 12 years. And I figure I earned it.
Well, you sure have. Welcome to the jail. Nice and peaceful. Come on.
Boy, you did better in Wichita. And since you know all the best fishing holes around Dodge City, you're taking a vacation, too.
Well, what kind of fish you looking for?
Catfish. Big, fat bullheads. About so long. Do you know where there are any that'll bite on a plug or twist?
Doc, you tempt me. But only for a couple of days.
That's all we need, Wyatt.
Say, what'd you do with your practice in Wichita? You just didn't pick up and leave them without a doctor, did you?
The same as. I got me a young assistant out of Johns Hopkins.
That's a pretty good school.
Schools don't signify, Wyatt. Young doctors have to do a lot of practicing. You know what I told my best personal friends?
No.
Don't get too sick while old Docky is away. Why, let's get the fishing gear ready and hop to it.
Hey, you got one.
Woof.
No, take it easy.
Oh, my
wait a
Docky.
minute.
That must be a big one.
No, just take it easy.
Be a big one.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Bring it
Wyatt,
in.
it looks like it swallowed the hook. Hey, don't look out, it'll horn you.
No, I didn't swallow
Shoot him.
the hook. It's just the...
Easy now.
No, he didn't swallow the hook. He just... No, it's the tobacco you're using for bait.
Hey, shoot him, Wyatt. Shoot him.
It's a big one.
Put it here.
All right, Marshal, but we're going to have to take your gun.
Oh, no, you don't, Trask. Ain't you still working for Shanghai Pierce?
Uh-huh. And he sent us after you, Doc.
Why is that?
Mr. Pierce, he don't feel good. He traveled all the way to Wichita to see Doc here. It's a fine thing you traipsing off like that. You're supposed to be in Wichita tending after sick people.
I'm on vacation. And who are you to be scolding me?
No, wait a minute. Calm down. Where's Mr. Pierce?
Waiting over at Dodge. Got a misery in his stomach. And this old fossil here...
Why, you are...
Just hold it. Look, why doesn't Mr. Pierce go see Doc McCarty? He's a good man.
Well, sure, but he left for Kansas City this morning. Besides, he left word that Doc Fabrique here had taken over his practice.
What? Why, that pill peddler? I never told McCarty that I was going to take over his practice. You go after him, Trask. Stop the train and drag him off. The first vacation I've had in 12 years, and McCarty goes and pulls a trick like that on me. Wyatt. Trask, you go after him. He's your man.
Mr. Pierce don't know Doc McCarty. He wants you.
I'll die first, right here beside my catfish. Shoot me. Go ahead. Fire away.
Look, Earp, we don't want no trouble. But you know Mr. Pierce. He sent us after Doc here, and we got to bring him in. Or else.
Mr. Pierce really feeling bad?
He sure is. He's got the dangdest bellyache you ever seen.
Good. Let him suffer for a while. Just when Wyatt finds me the nicest, biggest catfish hole
Will you
that I've
shut
ever...
up?
You go on back to Dodge. We'll follow you.
All right. But no more catfishing. You promise?
We'll follow you just as soon as we break camp. Now, go on.
Right. Thanks, Marshal.
Well, come on.
No. No, Wyatt, why, no, please. All right, I'll go. Give me my fishy. Give me.
Come on, we can come back here tomorrow. The only excuse I can make for Doc McCarty is that he's tired, too. Saw his chance to take a rest, and he took it. Now, there's no law that says that you have to treat Shanghai Pierce, but ethically and morally, I
Now,
think...
will you shut up? This is no easy medical case, Wyatt. The last time Shanghai Pierce had a big bellyache, he wanted me to cure the pain in 5 minutes. And he said if I didn't, he'd have his men set fire to my office. And they would have done it, too.
Well, you stopped the pain, didn't you?
Any fool could have done that with opium tincture. But I didn't cure Shanghai. The next time it'll be worse. Why, you're going to get us both killed.
Look, what's wrong with Shanghai Pierce?
What's wrong with him? Why, that old fool. He'll eat or drink anything he can get his hands on. He's probably got a bad appendix, a set of stomach ulcers, and the worst thing that's wrong with him, he's got $2 million. And 100 cowhands like Trask. If it's the death of Shanghai, it'll be the death of me. And you.
And him. Come on, let's get out of here.
My fish. I can hardly wait to get home, Wyatt, to eat this fish. Gosh, they're beautiful.
Pain still bad?
It's getting worse. Where is that scallywag of a doctor?
Trask said he would coming right in. Thought maybe a nice pack might help. Now, if you'll just take your boots off.
No! Go get Dr. Verbeek. And nobody touches those boots. Why, George, if I can't make it, I want to go out like a man with my boots on.
All right, Mr. Pierce, all right. I just thought that...
Tessie, stop thinking. Go hurry the doctor.
Here's the doctor now.
You no good old quack. Running out on me. What are you trying to do, Wyatt? I'm a sick man.
Oh, shut up. Young woman, are you a nurse?
Well, no.
Huh, I didn't think so. Oh, get out of here. Get out. Hold that, Wyatt. Give me my stethoscope. You're not worth all this trouble. And don't forget now, you're to take half a glass every 4 hours. Bottoms up. Bottoms up.
Well, that's better.
Wyatt, he had more gas in him than a foundered steer. How many times do I have to tell you not to mix cucumbers, bourbon whiskey, steak, onions, and blueberry pie?
Nah, it's no harm done, Doc. I feel fine now.
What's the verdict?
You got a bad appendix. Now listen, you stupid idiot. You better watch what you're eating. Give your stomach a chance to calm down.
I really had myself a bellyache. A big one. Just like everything else about old Shanghai. Now, what do I owe you, Doc?
$5.
500, you mean? I dragged you away from a fishing hole.
I said $5. All you got to do is just mail it to my office in Wichita. Come on, Wyatt. Let's get back to that catfish hole.
What's wrong? What's old Doc sore about?
Mr. Pierce, you wouldn't savvy.
Oh, now, hold on, Wyatt. Now, you and I had our troubles down in Wichita. That was a long time ago and far away.
You ordered your men to pull a gun on Doc and me.
Sure. I had a bellyache.
Well, I don't like having a gun pulled on me, neither does Doc.
Oh, well, I apologize.
Well, that doesn't change anything, Mr. Pierce. Now, you still think that you can get tough with a doctor and medicine, and all you got to do is smooth it over with a little money and then apologize, and everything will be all right. Well, I suggest you take that big bellyache of yours and your big bankroll and get out of Dodge City. Oh, and next time any of your cowhands pull a gun on me when my back is turned, I'll have more than a fishing pole handy.
Oh, now, Wyatt. What?
Hold it, Doc. Where do you think you're going?
It's none of your business. Stand aside.
You're not leaving till Mr. Pierce says so.
Giving you any trouble, Doc?
No, Wyatt. He's not giving me any trouble. Come on, let's go fishing.
You're not going anywhere until Mr. Pierce says you can.
Gentlemen, I've had enough of you. Now, take your guns. Don't try it.
Big balls of firework! This one is bleeding bad, but he ain't no patient of mine.
All right, break it up, everybody. Go on, move! Give me your neckerchief. Go on, get out of here. Al, put a tourniquet on that man. We'll take him over to Doc McCarty's office.
Doc left for Kansas City.
It's all right. Doc Fabrique will take care of him until he gets back.
Put the tourniquet on his arm. Wyatt, I ought to cuss you out to a fare thee well. The catfish are biting and you strapped me down with 2 gunshot cases.
Yeah? I did you a favor. I could have dropped him out there at the fishing hole. Well, come on. Pick him up. Let's take him over to Doc McCarty's. Come on.
Come on, up. You get him, Hal. A big favor you done me. I already wasted 40 minutes of my vacation. And you should have had better sense to draw a gun on Wyatt Earp. I've got a mind to rub a choice germ into your hand. Oh, Wyatt, see where McCarty keeps his final solution.
Yes.
Look, Doc, Mr. Pierce ain't gonna like this. He might even pass the word to the boys for a real dirty suit.
Will you stop scaring me? If you don't watch out, you're liable to wind up without any kind of a hand.
Look, all I'm saying is
Will
that...
you shut up? Mr. Pierce better have faster guns than you two if he's going to have a turkey shoot. Here, Doctor. There's a deputy outside. When you're through patching him up, you'll take him on over to the jail.
Oh, fine, fine. I'm sure they'll enjoy the trip. Shanghai Pierce will bail them out in 10 minutes. Look, Wyatt, we're still going on the fishing trip, ain't we?
Right after.
Right after what?
Come here.
Oh, no.
The doctor will be with you in just a moment, folks.
Oh, no, I won't. I don't care how sick you are. I came up here for a vacation. I want to go fishing.
Go on, cuss. Swear the Hippocratic oath.
Go home. Go home. Go home. Go on. Go home.
I'm sorry, folks. The doctor doesn't really mean what he says. He just, well, he isn't feeling himself today. Now, you just all sit here and kind of wait your turn, huh?
Mr. Pierce, did the doctor say
Now,
you...
don't fret, Tessie. I'm cured. Tell me, how are Trask and Drango?
They're all right. That marshal only wounded them. The deputy at the doctor's office said they'd have to go to jail, though.
Marshal Wyatt Earp. I don't know about him, Tessie. You know, once I even thought of him as a son. I tried to make him my partner.
I really don't think you should be eating so much, Mr. Pierce.
Now, don't nag old Shanghai. Well, that boy once buffaloed me and threw me in jail in Wichita. And now he's plugged 2 of my best men. Well, all right, we'll bail him out. I gotta do something about Wyatt Earp, though. My temper's getting mighty short.
No.
What's that you say?
I said no. You're still a sick man. I think we ought to head for St. Louis or Kansas City. Oh, please, Mr. Pierce. They have stomach specialists and good hospitals.
Oh, now, Tessie, you're spoiling my appetite.
Well, if none of the others will tell you the truth, I thought I was of some use to you just by telling you
Now,
the truth.
darn it. Tessie, sit down. Sit down. Now, tell me, how many of my men are here in Dodge?
Dozen, 15, I didn't count.
All right. You go round them all up.
Gunfight?
No. No, it don't have to be that. All right, I'll tell you the truth. Doc Fabrique is the only pill pusher that I have any confidence in. You saw how he got me back on my feet. All right. I'm heading back to Texas. I want Doc to travel along with me.
Kidnap him?
Well, no other way.
But that'd mean a fight with Wyatt Earp.
Not if you'll do a little play acting. Now, Wyatt Earp has got one soft spot in him. For a Yankee, he's very chivalrous toward women. So now, Tessie, you go to him.
Doc Fabrique's still working?
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah, the Lambert kid's got the summer complaint. Old Grandpa Dakin's heart's threatening. I Wired Doc McCarty and told him to hurry back as soon as he can. You know, for a real vacation, old Doc Fabrique should have stayed in Wichita.
Oh.
Hal, you and I think we got it tough. Well, don't ever study medicine.
I know. People sure take advantage. I saw the Morgan sisters in Doc's waiting room. They're the biggest fakes at pretending to be sick.
A lot of people like that.
Uh-oh.
Well, I thought Mr. Pierce had left town.
He's leaving. He wants me to go with him.
Oh?
He promised to send me to St. Louis. I could get a job in a show there.
Oh, sit down.
Thank you.
Mr. Pierce kind of specializes in down-and-out show gals.
I didn't know that. He was such a gentleman and...
With so much money. I suppose you're afraid of him.
He said he hired me as a nurse. And if I tried to quit, he'd... I don't know what I'm going to do, Mr. Earp.
Did he threaten to take you by force? Look, I have some papers I have to sign here, and then I'll take you over and get you a safe place to stay.
Bring on, Trask. You two bring the doc out. We'll get him out here.
You're both bilious. Sitting around all day in your millinery shop and get out of here.
Mr. Pierce wants to see you, Doc.
Well, I don't want to see him. How'd you two get out of jail?
The judge let us out on bond. Mr. Pierce is in the carriage right outside. He wants a final checkup before we leave for Texas.
I've discharged him. And you can tell that pig-headed old fool that as far as I'm concerned, I will not go out there and work on him.
Mr. Pierce, are you sick again?
Got a pain. Get that doc.
Oh, he's right here.
You're faking, Shanghai. And you ain't no patient of mine. If you don't tell Trash to let me go, I'll have Wired or throw you in jail.
He's a goner. His heart.
Will you shut up? I'll examine him. Fancy buttons. He's gone and done it. He's got a hot appendix. There's just one chance. Drive him to that army surgeon out at the old fort. What? Wyatt! Can't I get any police protection in this town?
Mr. Pierce, he's not dead, is he?
No, ma'am. He's got the appendicitis. Doc, he'll never make it to the fort. I think the doc ought to operate right now.
No, I won't.
Oh, wait a minute.
No!
Look, you let me try and handle this. Wait a minute. Now, look, he's real sick, isn't he?
He's as good as dead right now.
Well, couldn't you operate?
No.
Why not?
Why should I operate on a man who treats a doctor like a cowhand?
All right, now, Doctor. Now, what is the real reason you don't want to operate?
I don't want to take the chance, Wyatt. Why should I? Shanghai Pierce's men might kill me in case anything goes wrong.
Yeah, but they're going to be just as hostile to you if you refuse.
Yeah. Look, Wyatt, I ain't getting any rest here. If you're really a friend of mine, you'll hold off Shanghai Pierce's crowd and give me a head start back to Wichita,
Well, if that's the way you look at it, Doctor. Doctor.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you saying I ain't a doctor? All right. I'll operate. Haul that Shanghai Pierce over to the hotel. I'll be over there as soon as I collect the proper tools. I ain't a doctor. Out of my way! Out of my way!
Come on, break it
in a
up.
hurry.
Look, Al, I'm going to give Doc a hand. Any of Shanghai's men show up here packing guns, don't fool around with them. Take them.
Right.
Lie down, Mr. Pierce.
Where is that old butcher?
He'll be here any minute now.
All right. Now, Tessie, you stay here.
I will, Mr. Pierce.
The rest of you wait in the bedroom. I don't think old Doc's knife will slip on purpose, but it just might.
Not with our guns on him, Mr. Pierce.
All right, go on, get out. Now, Tessie, give me just one little snifter for good luck.
No, Mr. Pierce. Hello, Doctor. What's Marshal Earp doing here?
He's my assistant. Any more foolish questions?
You have to make allowances for Tessie, Doc. She's a poor little show gal.
Oh, stop your moaning. You ain't dead yet.
Now, listen, Doc. Can't I have one shot of whiskey?
No. Young woman, can you handle ether without fainting?
I'll do it.
No, Wyatt. I want you to swab up after me. And then I want you to hold the clamps. But right now, get rid of that artillery. Young lady, you take this, put it over his face, take the ether, let it start dripping now, slowly. Wyatt, go over there and get that lamp. Mostly you'll be holding the lamp, Wyatt.
Just raise the other one, Marshal, and take it easy. We just want to make sure that Doc here don't let that knife slip. Because if something bad happens to Mr. Pierce, the same's going to happen to you.
Why don't you stop your jabbering?
Mr. Trask, you holster that gun weight downstairs and take your friends with you.
Well, that settles it. Clear out of here.
Oh, stop it. Go downstairs, Trask. If anything goes wrong, there's plenty of time to get even.
All right. Downstairs, boys.
Hold it. He's under. Bring the light closer, Wyatt. You keep that ether dripping slowly now.
How do you think it went?
The appendix hadn't busted. No sign of peritonitis yet. I'd say there's a good chance, Wyatt.
Should he be breathing like this, Doctor?
He's lucky to be breathing at all.
Look, I want you to stay here and see he doesn't eat any pork chops when he wakes up. We're gonna go down to the bar.
How long will you be gone, Doctor?
Well, Miss Nosy, that's a professional secret.
Mr. Earp, you won't let the doctor get drunk, will you?
Ma'am, I don't think the doctor could get drunk enough to forget or forgive any of this.
Wyatt! Wyatt, come on!
Coming. Well, how about it, Doc? Mr. Pierce going to make it?
None of your business.
Oh, you...
Looks like this one is dead, Wyatt.
I just creased his skull.
Now you've gone and ruined my dang vacation.
Well, I should have shot him anyway, even if they hadn't gone for the guns. The man who pulls a gun on me when the back is turned better make good on it. Professional ethics, Doctor.
Sorry to be going off in such a hurry, Wyatt. Doc McCarty will be coming back in a few hours. Let him take care of his own patients.
I know, you want to get out of here before anything else happens, and I can't say I blame you. Sorry it turned out this way.
Hold it, Doc. You can wait a minute for old Shanghai. You ain't leaving here until I pay you your fee. I pay all my debts in cash. Tessie, give him that roll of bills.
Here, $2,000. Mr. Pierce wants you to use it for a new hospital.
Not a red cent.
Doc Fabrique thanks you.
You better take it, you old butcher, you. And Wyatt.
Hey, Clint.
Oh, there he goes again. Busting his stitches. Look out, lady. We'll have to take him in, Wyatt. Oops.
Go pick up Doc's money. He earned it.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. and long may his story be told.
The quarrel between Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday, which all Wyatt's friends had long predicted, began as a rough and ready frontier joke. Dodge City in 1878 had growing pains and had wanted to tax the residents of Pinkytown, a hamlet of shacks and shanties beyond the city limits. Pinkytown resisted, and Doc Holliday, noted for his cantankerous humor, joined the Pinkytown citizens in their rebellion. This brought Doc into conflict with Marshal Earp. It seemed inevitable that the two fastest guns on the western prairie must meet in a showdown with .45s.
Come on, bring him out. Bring him out. Go pot up some tar, boys. We'll teach him to try tax collecting here.
But it's my job, Miss Pinky. They elected me tax collector.
Shut up. Tie him to that post. Hey! Get a move on with that tar, will you?
I'm a city official. It's against the law to do what do.
Yes, tax collecting, are you? This is Pinkytown, and we don't pay no taxes to Dodge City or any place else. And I aim to teach you tax collecting ain't healthy.
We'll have to use action, please. It works just as good.
All right, smear him real
I'm
thick.
warning you, Miss Pinky. You'll all go to jail for this.
Give me that shingle. I'll smear him.
Marshal Earp!
Axle greases for wagons, Miss Pinky.
Untie him.
Thank goodness you got here, Marshal.
I've a good mind to smear you,
No,
Sonny.
you'll throw us all in jail.
Now, just calm down, Miss Pinky. He's here on official business.
I was ordered by Mayor Kelly and the council to serve you people with tax bills.
Just you try it.
Take it easy, Mr. Searles. Maybe these people don't understand our new tax ordinances.
We sure don't.
Well, let you and I go inside, Miss Pinky, and I'll try to explain them to you.
This should be real funny, huh, boys? Stay here and watch this fella.
So you see, Miss Pinky, we need taxes for new schools, police, fire protection. Dodge is a big town now. You just can't go around passing the hat anymore. That's why Mayor Kelly and the city council, they've passed a city ordinance to set up a legal tax rate. And that means that you...
No taxes here, that's what it means.
Well, ma'am, you're going to have to pay some taxes depending on your assessed valuation.
Nope, Doc Holliday told us not to pay one dime.
Doc Holliday?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, how did he get mixed up in this?
Doc owns half my faro game when it runs. I cut him in so as I'd have legal advice. It ain't no joke, young man. Doc says the law's on our side. Dog Kelly and that bunch of politicians from Dodge have run it over Pinkytown long enough, and this time we fight for our rights, and Doc is with us. Oh, don't ask me why the law is on our side. Doc knows the whys and wherefores. You ask him.
Well, I'll do just that, Miss Pinky. Oh, did Doc advise you to tar and feather, Mr. Searles?
No, he didn't. Doc said to hang him.
Oh. Well, good day, ma'am.
Oh, I hope you told her what for, Marshal.
No, she told me.
But, Marshal...
It seems that Dr. Holliday is representing Pinkytown in this little dispute.
Doc Holliday? Oh.
Now, knowing Doc as we both do, I suggest we find out about Pinkytown's legal position.
Oh, no, not me. I'm not going to ask him.
Well, I'll ask him, Mr. Searles. I think you better hit the saddle. That's all right. I'll be right behind you.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
You go on home, Mr. Searles. I want to talk to Doc.
Yes, Mr. Earp.
Howdy, Doc.
Shut up. I'm counting. No more credit to Larkin and Deming. House limit 5,000. That's all. Did they hang Lenny Searles?
Mm-mm. Miss Pinky was fixing to grease and feather him, but I kind of talked her out of it.
Well, I guess it was too much to hope for a tax collector to be hanged. Did Pinky Town pay up?
Nope.
Well, at least that's something. Wyatt, would you do me a favor? Act exhausted and sag down in that chair, will you? This is one of my rotten days, and your good health is disgusting. But it cheers me a little to inform you that Pinky Town has never been annexed by Dodge City.
What do you mean? I thought it was put in Ward 3 last year.
No, Wyatt. Read your book.
No, I take your word for it. In other words, Dodge can't legally collect taxes, huh?
That's a narrow view of the situation. Pinky Town doesn't belong to Dodge City, the state of Kansas, nor the United States of America.
You're joking.
Well, I must admit it gives me some amusement, but... Wyatt, let me show you this digest of the Indian Treaty. The Cheyennes, they reserved all the ground that's now known as Pinky Town because one of their chiefs is buried there.
That's what the survey says.
Doesn't it stir your imagination a little?
What's your angle?
I like Pinky Thomason. I don't like Jim Kelly or the council. There she stands, Pinky Town, free of taxes, independent of Dodge City, Kansas, and the United States of America.
Well, Mayor Kelly isn't going to like this.
I'd love to be there when you tell him.
Yeah, I'll bet you would. Look, promise me something, will you?
What?
I've got to try to get Pinky Town back into the Union and back into Dodge, so don't encourage Miss Pinky to make it any tougher than it already is, huh?
The situation is in your hands, Wyatt.
Thanks.
And I say this is all tomfoolery. Pinky Town not even a part of the United States. Indeed, now. Marshal Earp, you take your deputies out there and arrest that woman.
For what?
Refusing to pay taxes, sedition, treason. Who do these shantytowners think they are? Well, they can't defy the mayor and the city council. We'll put the whole kit and caboodle of them in jail.
Look, the law's against us, Mr. Kelly. And our jail isn't that big.
I know who put Pinky Thomason up to this. Doc Holliday. He's the troublemaker, and I say...
Oh, wait a minute, Your Honor.
And I say this is open rebellion against the peace and dignity of the state.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Look, losing our temper isn't going to get us anywhere. Now, Pinky Town right now is a lost village. We should have annexed Pinky Town before we sent Collector Searles out there. As it is now, Miss Pinky can, well, she can say no taxation without representation, and according to law, she's got us. Now, look, unless we make a deal with Pinky Town, they can refuse to be annexed. Do you understand that?
Secession. Do you defending that?
No, sir.
A deal with Pinky Town. It's ridiculous.
Look, they're Americans, Mayor Kelly. You can't force them into...
Wyatt, there's a big gunfight starting down in Pinky Town.
Who's fighting?
The Circle Star outfit and the Pinky Towners. The deputies are waiting outside.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
What did I say? Just a bunch of wraparounds.
Doc says he can't come. He promised Wyatt Earp to keep hands off.
Hands off, drat him. I might have known he'd side in with Earp. Go ahead, boys.
Hold your fire, Earp.
Pilot!
All right, now what's going on here?
Ask him. He started it.
I didn't either, Marshal. She wants to charge us 50 cents for every head of cattle we drive through Pinkytown.
Sure, we're raising our own taxes.
Now, wait a minute.
Now, you stay out here with your men. I'll settle this with our lady friend. Come on, let's go inside. Now, stay out here. Go on. All the cattle outfits, they've always driven through Pinkytown. They consider this settlement as part of Dodge.
Well, it ain't, and I guess Doc told you so.
Well, illegally, Miss Pinky, you don't belong anywhere.
Well, so we gotta raise some taxes on our own. Is that right, boys?
Right.
We need a school and a lot of other public improvements. And you know, legally, you ain't got no jurisdiction here. You're just the John Law from Dodge City.
That's right, Herb. Well, I've explained the facts to Mayor Kelly and the city council.
And what do they say?
Miss Pinky, why don't you buy all the boys a drink, huh?
Yeah, sure. Free drinks, Carl. Belly up, boys.
Okay, Pinky.
All right, I'm listening, Sonny.
Well, Miss Pinky, I always thought you considered yourself an American citizen.
Who said I ain't?
Dr. Holliday.
Oh, he's joking you. I was born in Missouri. I homesteaded Pinkytown before Dodge had grown from a buffalo walla.
Well, look. Here's the treaty survey. Now, the Cheyenne have reserved this ground here as a burial place. You only have squatters' rights. Technically, Pinkytown isn't, well, it isn't American soil.
Well, I'll be.
Now, Pinkytown is named after you. Do you want it to be part of the United States or just a lost village in nowhere?
Doc didn't tell me about this.
Well, you know how Doc is. He's kind of got a grisly sense of humor.
Drat him, making a joke of us. I'll never trust another man again as long as I live.
Miss Pinky, Doc is still on your side. It's just that he isn't going to lift a finger to help Pinkytown get into the United States.
Well, what's the deal?
Well, in the first place, I think you're going to have to...
All right, boys, tear it down. But you agree to pay $100 damage to my place.
$50. Now, wait a minute. I'll get the other 50 from the city treasurer.
Why am I trusting you?
Well, Miss Pinky, I'm not a jokester like Doc. I know how much you folks need a school of your own and other town improvements.
When do we join the USA?
Well, as soon as you get annexed by Dodge City, maybe tomorrow.
And will it still be Pinkytown?
Yes, ma'am. I'll insist on that.
Oh, yeah, but what if Doc Holliday don't agree to the deal?
Well, I'll tell you see, Doc is a friend of mine.
Oh, you better not count on that. I mean, if there's any hitch that gets Doc sore, he might go to shooting.
But we'll try not to get Doc sore.
I hope not. You'll be the first he'll gun.
Miss Pinky Thomason, the founder of Pinkytown, has agreed to the annexation of this neighboring village to Dodge City. Anyone opposed? Nope. The annexation is carried, and this new district will be known as Pinkytown Park in honor of its founder. Any more business to come before the mayor and the council? Chair recognizes Miss Pinky Thomason.
Your Honor, that young Marshal A promised us a new school all our own. Now, when do we get it?
The matter of the new school has been taken under advisement, Miss Pinky. You folks in Pinkytown Park will be informed about the school just as soon as possible.
Well, all right.
Now, there was one other item here that I had to bring up.
I don't care. If you didn't mean it, you shouldn't have said it.
Will you listen? Just listen.
No, I won't listen. I made a deal with the Pinkytowners, and that deal included a school.
Wyatt, we haven't got the money.
You got $3,500 in the school fund.
But that's for the new addition to our school.
Well, you won't need a new addition if you put a school up in Pinkytown.
Wyatt, I can't divert that money.
Look,
that
Mr.
money...
Kelly, do you want to riot?
Riot?
Who do you think you're fooling with? Miss Pinky is as violent a woman as they come, and Doc Holliday will back her all the way. Now, look, I made a deal. Those folks have joined Dodge City. They'll pay taxes, but they get a new school. Now, quit playing politics.
Politics, is it? And who authorized you to make any deal?
All right, then call the whole deal off. I'll try to explain it to Doc.
Well, what's he care? He just stirred up those people for a joke.
You don't understand, Doc. He pretends it's a joke. But he probably cares more about that school than anybody else does. He probably hopes his name will be on it, too.
John H. Holiday School? Never.
Good day, Mayor Kelly.
Well?
Taxes, but no school.
How'd that happen?
Well, they got $3,500 in the school fund, but Mr. Kelly's afraid to give it to Pinkytown.
More votes than Dodge, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Look, if you're sore, I can't say that I blame you.
No, but it puts me on the spot with Pinky Thomason.
Can't we stall her?
No, I'll have to raise some money. But I'm too tired right now.
Well, at least you accomplished something, Doc. Pinkytown is now called the Pinkytown Park District of Dodge City.
Pinkytown Park? What idiot thought that up?
I did.
All right, Wyatt. I suppose the good Lord will forgive you.
Look, I was trying to flatter Miss Pinky so she'd go along with the deal.
You flatter too many people, Wyatt.
You trying to pick a fight with me, or is this just your normal bad temper?
Well, now, I must say that's an interesting and intelligent question.
You're the one that got me into this deal, you know. I've been trying to keep peace between Pinkytown and Dodge.
Look, Wyatt, I might have started this fight, but nobody got killed.
No? But they could have. You know, it just occurs to me that you've made an enemy of just about every man in this town.
Except you?
Yeah. Well, I hope we can keep it that way.
Thank you very much.
Oh, come now. You can do better than that, my good man. Let's make it 1, 2, 3. All good things come in threes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Pinky is making a collection for a school fund.
You know, we're right between cattle drives, Doc. I'll have to ask Mr. Beeson if...
Thank you, son.
But Dr. Holliday...
You have a beautiful set of teeth. Paper money first, Miss Pinky. A few coins. Let me see your lower. Wonderful. And I know you'd like to keep them. Tell Mr. Beeson we send our thanks. Miss Pinky, on to the elephant.
Doc Holliday and Pinky Thomason are shaking down all the joints.
Oh?
Mr. Chalk Beeson complained to me it's nothing but plain robbery.
Doc wearing a gun?
No, but he's sure pushing them.
It can't be robbery. It's just free will donations to a worthy cause.
What's it come to?
You shut up. Now I've lost count.
Mr. Lenny Searles is here.
Consternation, let him wait.
Oh, you need a drink. I'll count it. It's 382 here. What'd you have up to this?
1631.
About 2,000 in all. Can't put up much of a school with that.
You're as bad as my wife. Money and women.
Oh, it ain't that I'm ungrateful, Doc. Goodness knows.
Stop that. Let's keep goodness out of our conversation. Are you good?
Of course, only using the word as a figure of speech.
Well, don't. Reminds me of Wyatt Earp. Lenny. Come on in, Lenny. Lenny!
What's he doing here now?
Never mind. Lenny Searles, you know Pinky Thomason. Rest yourself.
I don't know why I came here.
If you hadn't have come, I would have gone and brought you here. Sit down.
What's the angle, Doc?
This is Mr. Searles, known as Lenny to his ever-loving clients, the city tax collector.
I know that, but
Look,
what's the...
Pinky, will you please shut up and go outside and
But
wait?
I
Now
want
get
to know...
out!
But, all right,
Outside!
Doc, all right.
I really shouldn't be here either, Dr. Holliday.
Sit down. Open your mouth wide. Wider. Lenny, you are the best set of natural teeth for a man your age I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks.
It's too bad I might have to yank them all. Extraction. I'm a dentist, you know.
Look, I don't want my teeth extracted. I never even had a toothache.
Well, that's fine. You collected $3,500 for a school edition.
Yes, sir.
Good. Where is it?
Where? Well, now, I don't see where that's any of your business.
Look, Lenny, I don't have much breath left, and I don't intend to waste any of it on you. Where's that money?
Mayor Kelly's safe.
Fine. You go and get it.
Look, I can't do that. It's public funds. It'd be stealing. Besides, I don't know the combination of the safe.
All right, open wide, real wide.
No. Look, I'll get the money.
Lenny, you better hurry.
Yes, sir.
Bring it here and keep your mouth shut, and that way you'll stop yourself from wearing false teeth. Get out!
Well, that'll get the truth out of you. Now go on, open the door and get in there.
There's only one man in this town you could be this much afraid of, and that's Doc Holliday. Well, it was Doc, wasn't it?
I'm not sane.
Doc made him steal that money. Probably threatened to pull out all his teeth.
Well, I've been warning you against this fellow. For months, I've been warning you.
Doc's too smart to pull a trick like this. I guess he just couldn't raise enough in donations and felt he had to get that school for Miss Pinky.
Wyatt, you defending Holiday even now?
No. You could tell him I want to see him here.
Well, why don't you go arrest him?
Well, there's just a chance I might be wrong, you know. Anyway, I don't tangle with Doc until I'm sure. Just as fast with a gun as I am. Maybe faster.
Wow.
Go on, get out of here.
Yes, Mr. Rabbit.
What's the charge, Deacon?
No charge. Lenny Searles took the school fund. Did he give it to you?
He did. $3,500.
I think you better put it on the desk.
Sorry, Wyatt. I got a better use for it.
Look, Doc, you're not thinking straight. Searles is afraid to talk, so why don't you just give the money back and nothing will be said or done.
Does Pinky Town get the school?
Now, you know I can't promise that.
It's too bad, Wyatt. I'm walking out that door. If you follow me, I'll gun you.
Doc. Throw the money down. Or I guess you'll have to try and gun me. Doc. Thanks.
You're an idiot, Wyatt. Pinky and I were going to name that school after you.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Now, Wyatt, you're going up against two mighty fast guns. Dave and Tom McAllister know you never shoot to kill.
Yeah? I know this buntline can reach him.
And while you're just crippling one of the McAllisters, the other will shoot you dead.
It won't happen that way, Mr. Kelly. I'll probably have to drop Tom McAllister.
Kill him?
Yeah, if I'm lucky. This time there's no other way.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
For 3 years, while Wyatt Earp was marshal at Ellsworth, Wichita, and Dodge City, he had risked his life many times by shooting to disable hoodlums rather than kill them. These hoodlums began to trade on Wyatt's compassion. Now in Dodge City, the McAllister brothers were to force upon Wyatt the hard choice of shoot to kill or be killed.
Which way?
$3 Davy. Where up?
Them Rangers gonna be after us.
Rangers? I've been wanting me some of them for a long time.
Whoa, now, you're smarter than that, Tom. You're Tom McAllister. You ain't gonna go riding into a Ranger ambush, I know.
Yeah. That's right, Davy.
Quit your joking me. You know you got it all figured out.
Maybe.
Ride north to Dodge. And make monkeys out of them Rangers. You know, Lucy King's my best girl, and she'll hide us out in Dodge. Quit joking your little brother.
Yeah, that was my idea, Davy. But I might have to gun that marshal of Dodge, what's his name?
Earp. Wyatt Earp. Oh, sure, you gun him if he gives you any trouble. But the main thing is to show them Texas Rangers that Tom McAllister can give them the slip anytime he wants to.
Yeah. And then sneak back in and get them when they ain't expecting it, huh?
That's my brother. Now, quit your joking me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Davy. I don't mean to. Come on. Dodge City.
Telegram from the Rangers, marked urgent.
Now, there's a great law outfit, Hal. Don't mind spending a little money for telegraphing. What does it say?
McAllister brothers may be headed your way. Dave has girl Lucy King in Dodge. Please arrest on site and hold for Texas warrant by mail. Lucy King, she's a nice, respectable girl.
Yeah, they fall in love, too, you know.
You want me to bring her in?
No, I think Miss Lucy will come to us. I hate to see her get in trouble for harboring the McAllister brothers.
Friend. Here's our supper.
Lucy,
Yes, I have your supper.
Quit fretting, will you?
I'm sorry it's so late. You must be starved.
Tom wanted you to hold off till you got rid of customers. Right, Tom?
Yeah.
Roast beef, mashed potatoes, and apple pie. Lucy, we love you.
I love you.
Hey, brother, we eat.
That cook gone?
5 minutes ago, at least.
I better make sure.
What's he so nervous about?
He always prowls before he settles down.
Come on, eat your food before...
He'll be back in a minute. The fact is, Miss Lucy, I'd rather have a kiss. A real one. What's the matter, hon?
You haven't told me certain things.
Now, hon, Tom will explain it.
Tom, it's always Tom. Why can't you...
Yeah. I reckon he's hunting for liquor. Got any?
It's in the sideboard.
You get it. Been away a long time. You miss me?
Oh, something terrible. You haven't changed, Dave. So glad about that.
You've changed. You're prettier.
Tell me why you're on the run.
Now, hon, I can't do it.
Why not?
Tom's the boss. He'll be a bit more sociable when he knows you longer. You see, I told you he'd find it. Sit down. Your supper's getting cold.
It's already cold. Hotten it up.
No. Now, where are your manners? Tom McAllister acting like Wes Harden?
All right. Forget it.
Maybe you better push along, hon. We'll eat, and we can all have a nice visit later. A couple of drinks, and Tom will be bowing over your hand like a dancing teacher.
All right, Dave. I'll be in my room.
Thanks, hon.
Let's ride.
Ride where?
Your girl don't like me none.
No, Tom, she don't mean nothing.
No, no. No, she's planning and scheming right now.
Such as what?
Don't you smile at me, Davy. When I talk serious to you, you take it serious.
Tom, I'm your brother. Now, a man don't do that to his own brother.
No. Forget it.
Where's Tom?
He drank himself to sleep. Lucy, I don't think it's such a good idea, us coming to Dodge. We ain't never holed up like this before. That's why Tom ain't himself.
You haven't told me why you have to hole up. Tom will never say.
Well, we got in a gunfight. It was self-defense, but that part of it was. But just as we was leaving, 3 men came at us with guns. One was wearing a star.
You killed him?
No, not him, but just wounding a peace officer. The Rangers want us.
Oh, Dave. But couldn't you say you didn't know he was an officer?
We didn't. It was too late. The Rangers would just laugh at that.
Marshal Earp wouldn't. I'm sure he'd help you.
Davy, no! Please don't shoot me. Your brother, your big brother. You don't want her, Davy. No, she's put you up to it. She's scheming. Now go away. Brother, go away.
Tom, wake up. Get some water.
Here.
It's just a nightmare. He'd be all right now.
Has this happened before?
Bad dreams. Not this bad.
Well, shouldn't we get Dr. McCarty?
No. No, please. He's over it now. Tom, it's Davy. Nothing to worry about. He's just having a bad dream.
My God.
What?
Davy, you stole my gun. You and that...
No. Here's your gun, Tom. Look. Your gun. Who is it?
It's Lucy King.
Just a second.
Tom, Tom and Dave came back. I said they could stay, but Tom got to drinking. He got delirious.
Take it easy, Miss Lucy. Sit down and tell me all about it.
And I know whatever Dave did, it was Tom who got him into it. And I don't think Tom was having a nightmare. It was like a spell or something, Mr. Earth.
Well, you may be right, Miss Lucy. Heavy drinkers, they often go into delirium.
Yes, sir, I've heard of that.
Look, here's a hold request I got from the Texas Rangers. Came this afternoon.
Will you have to arrest Dave, too?
Well, I would have arrested both of them before supper time, but I didn't want to get you mixed up in it. Now that you told me the truth, why, the Rangers can't accuse you of harboring fugitives.
I want you to arrest Tom, but not Dave.
Well, I'm not going to arrest either one of them.
What?
I haven't received the warrant yet.
I don't understand.
Well, I'm trying to give you a few hours to ease Dave and Tom out of your life and out of Dodge.
Oh.
You see, Miss Lucy, they're brothers, and you can't pry them apart. You only get hurt trying. Now, you better say goodbye to Dave. He hasn't got much time.
Yes, I guess you're right. Thank you, Mr. Earth.
Towel, Tom?
Hey.
Lucy?
Yes, breakfast.
Tom slept like a baby. Somebody must have sold you bad whiskey, hon.
Could have happened. Anyway, I'm closing this hotel.
Why?
I think Marshal Earp knows you're here.
How come?
One of his deputies has been hanging around since I opened for breakfast.
What do you think, Tom?
You heard her. She's throwing us out.
Only for our own good.
For my good, too. If they try to take you here, what would happen to me?
They gotta have me a prowl around.
No, Tom, they might be watching out for you.
And she might be lying. She could be up to any scheme, Davy. Just to get rid of us.
Come with us, Lucy. We can shake the Rangers. What's changed just since last night?
Your brother.
Tom don't mean no trouble.
I'll go on the run with you, but not if Tom goes with us.
Ditch Tom?
He turned you into a gunfighter. He got you into every bit of trouble that's led to this. It wasn't bad liquor. Sometimes I think Tom doesn't always have his mind.
His mind?
Listen to me, Dave. Not to Tom, to me.
No.
You will listen. This is your last chance. You ride off with Tom, and every road you take will lead to worse trouble. All right, Dave. Goodbye.
You don't know what you're asking, honey.
Good luck, Dave.
Davy, she wasn't lying. There's a deputy across the street.
How about the alley?
It's clear. Now you get the horses.
Well,
never mind that. Push along. I'll take care of the fond farewells.
Stop it. Pick up your things and get out of here before I...
Before you what? You double-crossing little wench. You called that Johnny Law on us, didn't you?
Yes. And he said he'd give you a couple of hours to get out of Dodge. Now get moving. Your time could be up.
Well, now, this ain't gonna take long, Lucy girl. You ain't gonna be with me to finish. Just Davy. Bye, Lucy.
My men took Davy in the alley. He isn't hurt.
You promised they could ride away.
I know I did, Miss Lucy, and I'm sorry. Some of your customers recognize this one in the cafe. Spread the word around town. They forced my hand. I'm sorry.
Marshal Earp.
Yes, sir?
This court cannot recognize a hold request. Where's the warrant for these men?
It hasn't arrived yet, sir, but I have information that the McAllister brothers are wanted for killing 2 men and wounding a peace officer in Mobile, Texas.
Reliable information?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then I can set bail at $500 each. You men got $1,000?
No, sir.
All right, Marshal. Take them to jail.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Judge Tobin. Judge Tobin, I'm Lucy King. I could raise only $800. Won't you reduce their bond to that?
Any objections, Marshal Erb?
Yes, sir, I have. When I arrested Tom McAllister here, he was threatening her with a gun.
Is that correct, Miss Lucy?
Marshal Erb is mistaken, Your Honor. Tom wasn't threatening me. He bragged on his drawing when I joshed him he drew to prove how fast he was. They didn't try to harm Marshal Erb or his deputies. The Texas charge could turn out to be a case of mistaken identity.
Well, they'll reduce $800.
Just a second, Judge. This one's a madman with a gun.
You're a liar.
Take it easy.
That's enough. I'm sure Miss Lucy King is a hard-working, reputable young woman. She wouldn't try to mislead this court. You can release the accused, Marshal.
Yes, sir, come on.
Did you threaten her?
Huh?
Erb told me you pulled a gun on Lucy. Did you?
Oh, don't ask foolish questions, Davy. Look, I got a headache. I need a drink. Come on.
All right.
Tom McAllister sure acts peculiar, don't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Why don't you go back to Judge Tobin and argue with him?
Miss Lucy's the one witness that could prove it to the judge. He saw how she acted.
Ah, love. The tender passion.
Well, I'll wait until Dave cools down a little bit, and then I'll go have a talk with him.
Well, what good'll that do?
That might save a few lives. Anyway, Dave's got to understand the truth about his brother.
I reckon we ought to hit the trail. Tom, I said I reckon we ought to hit the trail.
No,
We can send Lucy the 800.
I ain't worried about that.
You ain't still sore at her. She did go our bond.
It's something bigger than Lucy's got us in a jam, baby. We've been schemed against.
Wyatt Earp?
No, it's bigger than any Cowtown marshal. I seen one of them last night.
One of who?
The devil's hired hands.
Oh, you're joking me again. Now, come on, we got...
It ain't a joke. It's just as plain as day. You and Lucy aiming a gun at me, and him standing there beside you, egging you on.
Oh, what'd they look like?
You ain't getting that out of me. My gun. Daddy, you stole my gun.
Ease off, will you? Let's check the guns.
Check them where?
Gun rack. Out yonder near the bar.
Maybe you're scheming against me, too.
You out of your mind.
What did you say?
We had to check our guns. Earp has deputies watching us, just itching to put us in jail. Now, let up.
I'm going to stop your scheme, Davy. I'm going to stop it because I'm Tom McAllister.
Yeah. You're Tom McAllister, the smartest brain in Texas. Sit down and tell me how you're going to handle them.
No. No, you'll find that out when the time comes. One of them might be listening.
You're right. I'll go get the horses.
What for?
It was your idea. We ride out of Dodge. We gallop off when they ain't expecting it.
Yeah. All right, Davy, you go over to that girl's house and get them horses.
And you sit here and wait. Promise. McAllister. You arresting me?
Got no warrant. You hear what the judge said?
Then why are you tagging me?
Mr. McAllister, I think your brother ought to be in a hospital.
Nobody puts Tom away.
You'd rather have him stand trial for murder?
Rangers can't prove that. We're free on bail. Do I have to listen to you?
No, sir. But you might be glad you did.
A man loves his brother. Would you know anything about that? Yeah, I got 4 of them. Then what would you do if one of your brothers was like Tom? Huh? What would you do? Let the Rangers hang him?
I don't know, but I'd sure do something.
Tom's had bad spells before. He always gets out of them. Give me one last chance.
You asking me to let you jump bail? What about Miss Lucy?
I got a cattle spread in Texas. She'll get paid.
All right. Take your brother out of Dodge. I can't put him in jail, and you know how he is. So if he hurts anybody, I'm going to have to kill him.
Give us 10 minutes. Much obliged.
Take this. You'll be hungry.
Thank you.
I'd still be willing to go
No.
with you.
I can't trade you for my brother. You better find yourself an orphan to marry, honey. So long.
You gonna loco yourself? Your deputies say you pulled him off the McAllisters. Now, were you turning that man loose? Why?
Dave's taking his brother out of town.
Jump bail? No, Wyatt, what is this?
Look, Mr. Kelly, I don't want a gunfight with the McAllisters. I'd have to shoot to kill.
Well, sooner or later.
Not a poor man with frequent DTs and his fool of a brother. I'll let the Rangers do that. Now, I know what you're thinking, and it's true. Want me to turn my star? I'll do it.
You're right now. We'll get to the horses, Tom.
Baby, the devil's hired hand.
Tom, get on your horse! Ted! Get on your horse, Tom! Get on your horse!
David, you won't go down.
Come on! Come on!
Baby!
Wyatt, McAllister's cut loose in front of the Alhambra. They shot down 2 men dead and hit little Sammy Dunker in the leg.
Oh, my fault.
They're headed south.
How much head start?
2 minutes.
Come on, Tom. No, I'm going to drop him. Those devil's hired hands going to get us. Drop the gun, Tom. Drop it. Go on, Davy. Go on. This is my fight.
The wrong man, Tom. Shoot me. I'm the devil's hired hand.
No, you're Davy.
No. I'm the devil's hired hand. Go on, Tom. Shoot. Go on!
Tom did most of the shooting, Miss Lucy, and well, I don't think the Texas folks are going to be too tough on Dave. You going to be riding south with him?
Of course.
There's one thing you want to always keep reminding Dave. That is that I would have shot to kill Tom if he hadn't. For the first time, I'd have been forced to kill. I share Dave's sorrow for what he had to do.
I'm sure you do, Mr. Earp. Thank you.
Well, up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Who jumped you, Mr. Rennick?
Skunky Grogan and his men. They had Doc Holliday with them.
Are you sure?
There's no Grogan or Holliday anywhere, even behind masks.
Doc doesn't need to rob stages. How much do they get?
Not a dime. We outrun them. Doc Holliday was in on it. I'll swear to that.
All right, we'll get you patched up, and then we'll go after him. Some of you men take him over the dock.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
The friendship between Marshal Wyatt Earp and Dr. John H. Holliday, gambler, gunfighter, and killer, was one of the enigmas of the Western frontier. Dr. Holliday was not popular with Wyatt's other friends, who predicted that eventually he would involve Wyatt in serious trouble. The attack on a Wells Fargo stage in the summer of '78 provided these Cassandras with what seemed to be ironclad evidence that Doc Holliday had betrayed Wyatt.
What is this now? Sam Rennick claims he can positively identify Doc Holliday on the Wells Fargo holdup.
That's right, Your Honor.
Now, Wyatt, everybody who's your friend has tried to warn you about...
That's enough, Jim, that's enough. Wyatt, we know that Doc saved your life in the Morrison fight. And if you want to send Sheriff Masterson after him, we'll understand.
Sure, just so Doc don't work on your feelings of gratitude.
Got nothing to do with it, Mr. Kelly. Doc and Grogan did it. They'll be coming in for trial. But let's leave Bat Masterson out of this.
But you are going to take some deputies.
No, sir. Doc is innocent. He'd resent my coming after him with a posse.
Resent? Indeed not.
Temper, Mr. Kelly. Now, as soon as I have a chance to talk with Mrs. Holliday, I'll be hitting the trail.
Well, do you think that's wise? Mrs. Holliday won't tell you anything, even if she knows.
You don't know Miss Kate, Judge. She's quite a talker.
Doc Holliday, a sick man associating with Skunky Grogan. Well, maybe they did try to rob the stage. But why? John won over $50,000 gambling in Denver. Now, why would he want to turn to stage robbery?
Well, maybe he didn't, Miss Kate.
He probably did. Yes, life has been dull since we got to Dodge. John would rob a stage just for amusement.
Did he tell you where he was going to meet Mr. Grogan?
Oh, yes. I have it all written down over here. John never leaves without telling me where he'll be. Longhorn Creek on the old Cheyenne trace. Just listen to this. Katie, dear, Grogan's poker game. Address below. Just a few days, John. Deserves every bit of trouble he gets himself into.
Well, maybe not, Miss Kate.
Oh, yes. You would stick up for him. He's always right, and I'm just the nagging wife. Wyatt, are you going to arrest him?
I guess I'll have to.
Well, all right. But don't you go shooting at John. He told me he'd never pull a gun on you under any circumstances.
He said that?
John really likes you. I guess you're the only decent friend he has in the world. Oh, when I think of him sitting on that damp ground playing poker with Skunky Grogan, I could...
I know Doc must be a considerable trial to you.
You could never know what I've been through with that man. Why couldn't I have fallen in love with somebody like you?
Well, thanks, but you didn't. And that's my misfortune. Now, don't you worry, because I'll bring Doc in real safe and sound, huh?
Wyatt. Bless you.
Well, Sir Doc, I believe in myself another $100 worth.
I'll call you.
Hold it. Somebody's coming. Who are you?
Hold it! No shooting. Doc, I want a powwow. Blast it all. Holster that gun, Skunky.
You know him?
I do, worse luck. It's Wyatt Earp. He said no shooting.
Well, ain't he that John Law from Dodge City?
He's an acquaintance of mine. He said no shooting, but I didn't. Anybody else feeling hostile? Mr. Grogan, this is Mr. Earp. I suppose Katie talked you into riding out here.
No. Wells Fargo stage was attacked by robbers. The drivers accused you and Mr. Grogan of doing it.
Oh. Who was the driver?
Sam Rennick.
How much was he carrying?
40,000.
Too bad, Skunky.
Yeah. You and your poker game.
Skunky wanted to have a go at that stage. But he owed me some poker money, so I insisted he and the boys stay here.
You didn't pull the job?
No, Wyatt, you know better than that. If I had, I'd have the $40,000.
Yeah, I think you would. Trouble is, Doc, that Mr. Rennick signed a formal charge against you and Mr. Grogan.
So your duty calls on you to interrupt a quiet poker game.
You mean he'd try to arrest us?
He will arrest us, Skunky. Hold it! All of you! There's something I've got to prove to Wyatt Earp. And while I'm proving it, you, my friends, will be better off in jail. Now get on your horses, all of you. Start back for Dodge.
Mr. Rennick has testified that he recognized Dr. Holliday and Mr. Grogan among the men who attacked the stage.
That's right.
Ordinarily, this court would not hold a suspect on the evidence of one witness. You may step down.
Thank you.
However, the general reputation of Dr. Holliday inspires no confidence in this court.
Or in me either.
That's enough. Each of the suspects is charged with attempted stage robbery and will be held in jail unless bond is furnished.
How much is the bond?
$1,000 each.
It's an outrage. I won't pay it.
Order!
Your Honor.
Yes, Marshal Earp.
Your Honor, Dr. Holliday's wife gave me money for the bail. I asked the court to accept it.
Well,
You see, Your Honor, Dr. Holliday is in... Well, he's not in good health. So I ask you to...
No, Wyatt. I'll go to jail. Come on.
Order! Bail is accepted.
Thank you.
Wells Fargo is a very important company, Wyatt, but it's only human like the rest of us.
So?
Northwest route hasn't been changed since you rode shotgun.
I never made that run. Never drove into Dodge.
It's a good thing you didn't. They would have spoiled your perfect record. That route is a stage robber's dream. Hit straight through natural ambush. All the bridges are either rotted or wasted away. That stage could have been jumped at any one of 100 blind spots between here and Nevada. I could never understand why they didn't change that route.
Well, it could have been a dozen reasons. Management in San Francisco may not have checked the records recently and found out how much money they were losing on the route. That's what happens when a company grows too fast and gets too big.
John, you stop that. Shame on you, worrying me half to death and then... Wyatt, stop him. He should be in bed.
Wyatt, if you want to solve that bungled stage robbery, see me later. How beautiful you are today, my dear. There's nothing like 2 days with Skunky Grogan to make a husband's heart grow fonder. Katie?
Maybe you can talk some sense into him, Mr. Paget.
I don't understand this. The Marshal and Wells Fargo are old friends. Now, you say he doesn't believe the Grogan outfit attacked number 81?
Not only that, Doc Holliday has him twisted around his little finger. Like 'tis a scandal of our town.
Doc Holliday. Oh, yes. Well, the man's a gambler and a gunfighter, but I never heard of him robbing a stage.
He'd do it if the idea appealed to him. In fact...
Howdy.
Mr. Earp, Mr. Paget of Wells Fargo.
Howdy.
I'll leave him to talk some sense into your head.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. The mayor doesn't like my associating with Doc Holliday. Sit down, sir.
Thanks.
Can I get you some coffee?
No, thanks.
Well, you got any new information?
No, I haven't. I just got in by train from KC.
Oh. Well, all I have is the driver's identification.
Well, that's enough, ain't it? I mean, we can go to trial right away.
No, sir.
Why not? Rogan's got a record in Missouri. The jury would send him and his boys up just on general principles.
Well, general principles aren't enough for me, Mr. Paget. And what about Doc?
Stretch in jail wouldn't hurt him.
It'd kill him. He's got a case of TB.
I thought you were still on good terms with Wells Fargo.
Not that good.
Sorry, Marshal. But it's always company rule to press for a quick trial.
Yeah, you can do that. Good day, Mr. Paget. Al?
Yes, sir.
When's the next stage leave for Nevada?
12 noon.
All right, duty roster's on the desk. You take over.
Yes, sir.
Meet me at the stage depot with a shotgun and a Winchester. I'm going to go talk with Doc Holliday.
John, what on earth are you doing?
Yeah, shut up. Come on, Wyatt.
Yeah, we won't be going long.
You go first.
John! John! John, you never leave without telling me where you're going. Locking me in.
Sorry, boys. I'm going to have to ask you to step down.
We're making this run for you. It's in the nature of a little mission.
Come on, get down.
Move.
They've taken a Wells Fargo stage. They stole it.
And if they'd moved the route 5 miles east of here, they'd have a coach trail on the open prairie instead of letting it run through these foothills.
It's better drainage when it rains, Doc.
The ground gets just as muddy for hoodlum horses as coach horses.
Well, that's true, but...
Loyalty. Ridiculous loyalty. Just because you worked for them 8 years ago. You hate to admit that Wells Fargo can commit one blunder.
Don't you believe in being loyal, Doc?
Not when it blinds a man to the truth. That's Smiley's Leap. Name for Smiley Hummer. He owns a robbery concession on this part of the route.
I think you're joking. But just in case you're not, you better get that shotgun handy.
I never use shoulder guns. The kick of them starts me to cough. Come on, Wyatt, put them into a gallop.
All right.
too many of them, Wyatt. Let's get out of here. Pull them off. I'm trying.
What's the matter?
We better load up, Wyatt. I want to see if you were hurt.
Oh, I'm all right. We better turn back, see if we can take Smiley Hummer.
Smiley didn't do the Wells Fargo job. It happened in Foreman Clark's section of the trail.
Clark, he operates out of Utah.
No more. Mormons made it too hot for him. Let's move ahead.
What, let Smiley go scot-free?
Smiley's dead. He's the first one I shot. We'll be crossing over into Foreman Clark's section of the line down yonder. Could be some real fighting.
Let's hold them up. They won't go.
What do you mean they won't go?
They're all Earp and Masterson deputies. They say if Wyatt took that stage, he took it for a good reason.
Oh, sure. I'll ask Judge Tobin to swear in a citizen's posse.
No, you won't, Mr. Paget.
What?
You can't send greenhorns after Wyatt and Doc. You get too many men hurt and killed. Now, Wyatt and Doc are the two fastest guns I ever heard about. And if you want them arrested, you arrest them.
All right, I will.
Sand looks pretty deep up there. It's supposed to be a bridge by someplace.
Used to be. Up the stream a piece. Indians burned it.
Yeah, well, I better get down and take a closer look.
You're just wasting your time. Suit yourself, Wyatt.
Hey, come! Hey! Get that!
Hey!
We're stuck, Wyatt.
Ho! Here. Rest easy. I'll get us out of here.
My last pint. Let's run.
You hit?
No. Let's rush him.
No. Hold your temper. We'll stay here.
You scummy sidewinding whiskey thief! Come out of that brush! Hold it! Hold your fire! Doc Holliday! Doc, we might have shot you. Blast you, Foreman. One of your thieves busted my last pint of whiskey. It was my fault. I was aiming at your head. Didn't mean to harm the pint. Well, that's different.
Who's the John Law?
Wide up.
Oh, yeah, that friend of yours from Dodge.
He ain't no friend of mine. I'm helping him on a Wells Fargo case to save my own hide. I'm accused of a holdup I didn't even commit. Wyatt, this is Foreman Clark. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, I sure do.
All right. Seeing as you're with Doc, let's go back to camp.
What? Foreman don't like peace officers any more than I do. But he's got sense enough not to try any gunplay with the two of us.
Well, that's what happened so far. Judge Tobin is holding Doc and Mr. Grogan for the job. I don't think they did it.
That's smart thinking, Mr. Earp. No stage has ever gotten away from Doc.
It's right. That's what I told him.
Well, who do you think did it?
Well, not me or any of my boys. That twisty hoodlum, Sam Rennick, the one who testified he saw Doc, he used to ride with us. And nobody who knows him would ever believe him.
How'd he get a job with Wells Fargo?
Oh, well, heck. Everybody makes mistakes, Mr. Earp, and they do too once in a while. All right, Doc?
I told him.
You never said you knew Rennick. Doc let Rennick identify him, didn't say a word.
Well, sure. I wanted Grogan to stay in jail. Skunky was into me for $3,900.
Well, who do you think it was, Doc?
I think it was Webb Dillard.
Yeah, Dillard. Could be. He sneaks in and out of this territory.
Makes a lot of sense, Wyatt.
Yeah, but why would Rennick accuse you and Mr. Grogan?
Well, I think that Webb Dilliard paid him to accuse Grogan and me.
Well, what's Dilliard got against you, Doc?
Last time I was in a game with Webb, I threatened to cut his throat. Otherwise, why would Sam Rennick accuse Skunky and me if Webb Dilliard wasn't paying him?
Yeah. And you say that Dilliard even shot up Rennick? One of his own spies on the Wells Fargo driver list.
That's right. All right, where can I find Mr. Dilliard?
Well, you save yourself the trouble, Mr. Earp. Doc and me will find him.
You bring him into Dodge?
Why, sure. How about it, Doc?
You can count me in on that. Might take a little time, though, Marshal.
How much time?
2-3 days. Say, Clark.
Yeah?
Have your boys help Wyatt dig that stage out of the sand.
Right. Pecos, you and Dave and Alfredo. Go along with the marshal.
Thanks. Oh, Doc. I'd like to have Mr. Dilliard and some of his men alive.
I would, too. Killing's too good for them.
Whoa there, Marshal. You're under arrest for stealing that coach.
You go for that gun and I'll crease your thick skull.
You forget I'm a special agent for Wells Fargo.
And I can only conclude that you've lost your mind.
Turning Doc loose. Trusting him and Foreman Clark to bring Dilliard in. And finally, what do? Fire on a duly accredited agent of Wells Fargo.
The man's a fool.
Indeed, now.
He was only trying to do his duty as he saw it.
Furthermore, wait a minute, Judge. Wait a minute. I'm an old Wells Fargo hand myself. When this case is over, I'm going to turn in a report to the company that won't make nice reading.
You'll report.
That's right. Straight to the home office in San Francisco. They let the whole Nevada route go to rack and ruin, and then they send an idiot like this out here to make things even worse. I'm tired and I need sleep.
Now, Wyatt, this is hard for me to say. But Judge Tobin and I have to save you from the influence of Doc Holliday.
Well, that's odd, Mr. Kelly. See, Doc is hoping that somebody will save him from my influence. Oh, wake me up when Doc gets in with the prisoners, will you?
That's enough for now, Jim.
But we agreed to suspend him.
There's plenty of time for that. Let him wait a little longer for Doc Holliday. That'll be the real lesson.
You cowtown people make me sick. Holliday's flown the coop and you know it. Next thing, you'll let Grogan and his men out of jail. I gotta telegraph my company for instructions.
Where's Wyatt?
He went to take a nap.
Oh, he did he? I could do with a nap myself. Webb Dillard and Associates. Come on, Kelly. Start earning the pay you graft. You'll find the guns in the saddlbag.
Who is it?
It's Kate Holliday, Wyatt. And John's here with me.
Just a minute.
Oh, come on in. Won't you sit down?
No, thanks. Look at him. Wyatt, just look at him.
The doc looks the same as usual, Miss Kate. Did you bring the prisoners in?
Yes, Wyatt.
Thank you, Doc.
They turned Skunky Grogan and his boys loose. Now John wants to ride up to Skunky Grogan's camp and start that poker game again. Oh, Wyatt, stop him. Save him from another sick spell.
Katie, it's my life, and it's my money. I gotta go and win it back from Skunky Grogan.
Now, wait a minute. If you win from Grogan, he'll pay you back in stolen money, won't he?
You'll have to prove that, Wyatt. Katie, Don't hang around this room. They'll throw Wyatt out of the church.
What am I going to do?
Well, Miss Katie's your husband. And he's my friend.
Katie, come on.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Well, we've got Wyatt Earp cornered at last. Hold up there, all by himself. Shall we rush him, boss, and get it over with? No. You can't have much grub with him. Maybe one canteen of water. I want Earp to die slow.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Of all the tough cattle outfits with whom Wyatt Earp tangled in Dodge City, the Big T gave Marshal Earp the most trouble. And of all the attempts to ambush Wyatt, the shrewdest was that concocted by Rance Purcell, owner of the Big T, and Gus Andrews, his foreman. Hired gunmen had failed. A concealed sharpshooter in Dodge City had missed. But the Big T'ers took advantage of Marshal Earp's one reckless habit. This was his desire to go it alone when he investigated reports of certain crimes. And one day at Stony Wells, near the Washita River crossing,
The dusty road lay hot and still beneath a burning sky. The silence hung upon the air as painful as a cry. And this was not the kind of day for any man to die.
Get your hands up! We got you surrounded! Don't be a fool, Earp! Come on out with your hands up!
You come and get me.
Somebody fighting Indians over yonder?
Nah, Big T's got Wyatt Earp cornered over at the old Stony Wells Roadhouse. Come on, chum, it's a free-for-all.
How many against Earp?
Oh, 30 at least. Boss says we'll get him sure this time. Come on, don't miss the fun.
My horse is tuckered, but I'll be there.
Okay, come on.
Where's Doc Holliday?
Upstairs. He's having a bad spell with his cough.
I won't disturb him too much. And I don't go for 30 to 1, Doc.
Wyatt's had this coming a long time. Always plays the lone wolf. He deserves to get killed.
But, Doc, he's your friend. It seems that... It seems like you ought to do something.
What can I do? I'm dying myself, man.
Yes, sir. I just thought that...
Here, drink this and you won't think. Now get out of here. Go on, get.
Yes, sir. Howdy, Jim.
John, is Wyatt in trouble?
Yeah. He's got his fool self cornered by 30 men. I guess I ought to lend him a hand. You lend me one.
John, must you?
I must. I don't know why, but I must.
There comes a time when every man must face the big unknown, when odds are all against him and he stands upon his own. But friendless is the man who has to face these things alone.
Come back here. We'll wear him down. You getting hungrier?
Where's Wyatt?
He's holed up in Stony Wells.
Oh, it's true then. My deputies are bringing prisoners in. I got some of Wyatt's men and meet you back here in 10 minutes.
10 minutes might make the difference. Right now's the time. Unless you're scared of the boys from the Big T.
I'll go any place you go, Doc.
Boy.
Give me a double. The Big T outfit has Wyatt Earp in a corner at last.
How'd that happen?
Earp was poking his nose into a couple of killings at the old Stony Wells Roadhouse. Rance Purcell and his men surrounded him.
Stony Wells.
Yeah.
I'm paying off, miss.
You quitting, honey?
Yep.
But the bank's in the hole. It'll cost you.
Guess that makes us all square. I've got an errand.
Ben Thompson, you wait a second.
I might eat fond of Wyatt.
But Ben, you can't walk out of here in the middle of a game.
What are we waiting for, boss? He ain't sweated long enough, Gus. Suppose some of Earp's friends hear about this.
Friends? Earp ain't got a friend in the whole state of Kansas. We'll take him tonight, in the dark.
Let's stop here for a minute. Have a drink of water, huh, cousin?
Here you are.
I reckon I'll be leaving you now, cousin.
Change your mind about helping Earp, Wes?
Yeah. And so should you, Manning.
Nope. I'm beholden to Earp.
Why, you can't take sides with that dang Yankee against Texas boys.
I can. He saved my cousin Ori from hanging. Didn't he let you go when he could have killed you, Wes?
Oh, my wife begged me not to gun him.
Ain't the way she told it to me. She said you tried to use a quick draw holster and it didn't work. She said Herb sprained your wrist instead of killing you.
You want to fight, cousin?
I ain't running from one.
Well, that ain't Ben Thompson. Hiya, Ben.
Manning Clements and Wesley Hart.
Yeah, howdy.
You fellas hear about Wyatt Earp? Wes and I was on our way to help the marshal, but Wes got cold feet.
Won't you say I'm yellow?
Hold it, Wes. I owe Wyatt considerable, and I'm gonna pay him off if I can get there in time.
You gonna take sides against Texas boys in favor of a Yankee?
John Wesley Hart. Seems I recall a poster or two where you're wanted by the Texas Rangers. You're a real patriotic fella, ain't you? Get on your horse, man. We ain't got too much time. Holster your gun, friend. Wes will ride with us.
Yeah, my own free will, Thompson.
Oh, good for you. Hit the leather.
Oh, it was a straight tip, Doc. Those aren't champagne corks popping.
Hold it. There might be some more of them joining up with the opposition. Let's get off the trail. Where's Hardin? Ben Thompson? Manning Clements? Which side you on?
Take it slow, Doc. You gents know Doc Holliday and Sheriff Bat Masterson? Hiya, Doc.
Well, he was aiming to help Wyatt Earp. But I don't like any other Johnny Law that wears a star.
Take off that star.
I don't see what a star...
We're not helping Wyatt any by picking a fight with these gentlemen. They're great artists with a 6-gun. Or didn't you know?
I know.
Quite a tribute, Wes. Sheriff Bat Masterson there's quite a hand with the Colt, I hear.
All right. I'm friendly.
Good. Now we'll have to talk this over. We'll use some strategy. Seeing that mine is the only intelligence that's trained in deceit and slimy tactics, I want to offer my advice.
Hey! Marshal Earp! You better take a nap now. We're coming in after you as soon as it's dark.
The idea is to try and reach Wyatt one by one and by different directions.
So they can pick us off one by one?
Mr. Hardin, you don't seem to grasp my major concept. I think I can say without immodesty that the 5 of us represent the cream of the local talent in gunfighting.
I'll say aye to that.
The ayes have it. There's one thing I want you all to remember. I didn't get out of a sick bed just to scare Rance Purcell and Gus Andrews.
The Doc wants himself a real turkey shoot.
And so do I. When that big T rushes Wyatt, they're going to be real surprised how many guns go off.
Fun for that. All right with you, Wes?
How is Wyatt going to know we ain't from the big T?
That's a good point. Sheriff Masterson will go in first and break the news that the rest of us are coming. Any other questions?
Nope. Take it easy, Doc. Why aren't you hound dogs over there helping Wyatt Earp?
Clay Allison.
Howdy, Doc. Thought you'd be dead by now. Howdy, Wes. Manning. Ben. Who's the kid? Bat Masterson. You heard of him? Oh, yeah. Howdy, kid.
Howdy.
Clay, you've been drinking very much?
About a pint is all. Clay can handle himself, Doc.
Well, it takes a pint to get him sober.
Still, I don't drink no more than you put away, Doc.
I thought we came here to save Wyatt. Now, how about it? Well, don't pay any attention to that. I'll get him calmed down. Wes, you tell Clay the plan. Let's move.
No sense in waiting for dark, boss. He's low on cartridges.
He hasn't fired the Winchester in some time.
Let's rush him.
No. Draw the boys off from the north side. Make him think he's got a chance to run.
All right, we'll see if we can draw him out in the open.
Yeah.
Hey, you men on the north side! Boss wants to talk to you.
Quiet! How'd you get here?
More help's coming.
They pull the guns away from the north side. Purcell thinks I'm gonna make a run for it. Come on, let's go.
No, we've got help.
How many and how soon?
Master, son, give me your hand.
Doc, you should be in bed.
We gotta cover Ben and Wes. Over there.
They didn't even see us. Howdy, White. Howdy, Ben. Manning and Clay are coming in from the north.
Remember me, Wes Harden?
Yeah, I sure do.
Anybody got any whiskey?
You don't need whiskey, you need rest. Anybody bring water?
Water? We brought guns. Ain't that enough?
Here they come.
They're hit.
Hold them.
Get the door!
Who are those men?
Too far to tell.
The word got out.
Oh, they're just a couple of deputies, boss. Both of them are hit. Let's move in.
No. No, not until I'm sure it isn't a posse. I'm checking this myself. Every man lays low and like it back.
I'm sure glad you brought this ammunition. I was down to my last 4 shells.
We're paying off the debt, Marshal.
Now, we'll consider it paid. Can you travel?
I reckon.
What do you mean, travel?
Just what I said. We'll get out of here the same way you got in here.
Wyatt.
What do you mean?
We made a deal with Bat. This is our show.
Let Wyatt say what he'd do.
He wants to run.
We aim to fight.
Doc Holliday, Manning Clements, John Wesley Harden, Clay Allison, Ben Thompson, and Bat Masterson. Great gunfighters. Now, you know we can pick off at least 12 men out there.
Well, what's wrong with that? The big T ambushed you, and they plugged Clay and Manning.
See, Wyatt? Most of us here are Texans. We don't think bushwhacking's fair, and besides, 30 against 1. That calls for punishment.
I'm running short of breath and temper, Wyatt.
We ought to tell the big T what they're up against. Give them a chance to surrender.
Oh, that's fine.
Quiet. You're so ethical. You warn them.
Thank you, Doctor. Give me that stick. Got a handkerchief?
You was right, Gus. No posse. Let's finish this.
Hold your fire!
You quitting the fight?
No, I want you to quit.
What kind of a bluff is this, Herb?
No bluff, Mr. Purcell. I got 6 men with me. The best gunfighters in the country.
You're a liar. You've only got him and 2 scared, wounded deputies.
All right, move in! Kill him!
Keep us covered.
Taking up the whole window, cousin.
Go get your own window.
Don't be selfish, cousin, man.
That was Ben Thompson, Wyatt. There's a lot more of them in there, too. Ah. Look at, they're shooting from all the windows. Sheriff wasn't lying. He's got that place filled with fighting men. Let's give up. Let's move. No. We're doing this wrong. Big T! Hold your fire! I want you back here with me!
Purcell just doesn't believe it. Looks like they're getting ready to rush the door.
Let's go outside and get them.
No. We want Purcell and Andrews. No sense in shooting a lot of hired hands.
There's quite a few of them down already.
Wyatt's running this fight, Doc.
When we came here, Wyatt was holed up like a rat. Now he wants to call off the fight. I say we put it to a vote.
I'm not for calling off the fight. I want Purcell and Andrews, but only if they force us.
Put it to a vote.
All right. You for me or for Doc?
Doc, let's just see how popular you are. Wes, how do you vote?
Wyatt.
Ben?
Wyatt.
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 Just a passel of sissy boys. 5 big T's are dead, and a half a dozen are winged. I vote for John H. Holliday. Count me out.
Give him back his gun.
Well, I'd have him cut loose at all.
He won't do that. Here's your gun. We still may have to use you.
Wyatt, they're coming right at us.
All right, Herb. You and your deputies come on out and make your fight.
Now, let's go.
Manning Clements, Wes Hardin, Clay Allison, Ben Thompson, Texas men. All on the side of a Yankee John Law.
Wyatt don't want us to kill all of you.
And Doc Holliday, a real Southerner from Georgia.
Mr. Purcell, we just want you and Mr. Andrews. Now, you pick the two of us you prefer to fight, or we'll all go to shooting. No. You make your choice. The rest of us will stay out of it.
All right, all of you, go get your horses. Then pick up your men.
What?
Yeah?
The boys are getting ready to leave. Aren't you going to say anything to them?
There's nothing to say.
Well, there's always thank you.
It sounds stupid.
Well, you might at least tell them goodbye.
Bad manners. Bad manners. My lot of friends you've got. Go through a hot tussle with them, and all they leave me is half a pint. Just half a pint.
They all left?
Yep.
Marshal Earp hasn't any manners either. He didn't even say so long to men who risk their lives.
Why should he? Rascals, killers, hoodlums. Wyatt'll pray for their poor souls. Won't you, Deacon?
Yeah, I'll pray for yours too, Doctor. I came here to investigate the murder of these two men. That's what I'm going to do. Take the doctor on back to Miss Kate.
Yes, sir. He should have said so long.
Don't be an idiot. What did you say when he saved your life?
Well, nothing.
Then remember that. And remember how the good Lord gave you the wisdom to keep your mouth shut.
I won't be your rider today. Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Qua đường luôn bớt. Anh thì mất 1 tỷ lần á, nhớ 1 tỷ lần càng mạnh. 15 lần, khiếp thằng này mất 1.500 lần. What the hell man? Ủa nó vậy Monopoly 1.500 lần thực sự là ổn. Giờ mình là one ba, mình không quan tâm thằng Pana làm gì cả. Ok thầy ơi. I see you again. Để lắp đồ cho ấy á, cho lấy đồ cho Asia. Bên chia lên bên chia linh binh vẫn đập đồng đấy chứ. Anh đã chỉnh như thế rồi. 6 7 8 9 34 35 36 7 38 9 2 5 36 38 9 180 vòng à. 10 này, 7 này, 2 lần perfect này. Đúng. 3 lần hết liên tục. Ai à, trung tâm. Thua lại. Ê, tao gặp lại thằng này Dương ơi. Thằng này tao thua ở trận trước này. Thua thằng này trận trước này, sao tao đái vào thì lúc đánh xong trận sao ấy. Tao vào trận luôn, thế tao vào trận luôn. Đó, cả thằng này nữa này. Thằng này cũng ở trận trước này. Hai thằng trong 1 trong 2 trận trước. Nó mới để ý tên đấy, mình nhớ là đi. Gặp lại à. Vẫy tay xin chào. Nhận vật sau. Thương nhau. Mà ngập không muốn rời. Được sao? Ô giờ mình còn chưa ở đây Ari, nếu mà nhặt Ari vậy, chú búa à? Ari không? Bình an ở phía trước cho trong ai phải không? Nhưng mà không sao qua lấy tay xin chèn. Mày đi đâu chôn à? Mình 8 ấy. Mình 8 rồi quan tiếp. Từ xong rồi ơi à. Làm thế đánh cũng mày. Sợ đấy. Nếu đánh cây Sa Long Vương thì thua đấy.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো বলবেন। আপনি কি উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Bao nhiêu? 160 à, thì được phải làm một lần nữa, một hoặc hai lần nữa. Rồi kỹ năng nữa, 2 chục anh. Bánh chày. À, trời, tôi quay rồi sao? Chưa, 10 tiếng nữa. À, cần mất tính thời gian chơi game. Trốn. Good. Nói. Xong đấu này. Đấu sĩ à? Quyền năng đi. Quyền năng biết tiếng này. Cái đồ hộ bố gái. Bao nhiêu rồi? 26 tỷ à? Người thì là 200 này. Nó 2 là 1 tỷ, 10 là 5, 10 là 5 lát, 10 lát. Năm 2 là 10. Đó, 200 lát. 2 tỷ 1 lát, 200 lát. 2, 4. Đúng rồi, 40 củ. Sôi dấu rồi. Hai 210 lần nữa đấy. Một sống với à? Đúng 2, bay 2 nữa là lên 5 phút. Bay một chia xong. Bình chi lên. Bình nhé. Đúng nào? Olivia ngon có huyết kiếm của đánh đâu. Máu.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়া। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
May mắn rồi nè, điện từ bao nhiêu quay được người thôi, phải có may mắn cơ mới thích lâu lâu. Mình gọi là khỏe phết đùa. Không có Guardian carry mà vẫn hold Guardian à? Thực sự là cầu nguyện không vậy? Thực sự là cầu nguyện ra Guardian không? Cái thằng lái xe này. Lái xe bay rồi, xe bay nhưng mà vẫn cần bánh. Sự nhót nhót không? Nhón đó. Mày nhón nó không? Ui Galio rồi. What the hell? Ui nó ở kia. Thì không có tầm. Chơi Galio rồi, để Galio ngoài. Chưa cần lắm. Cũng xịn đấy, nhưng mà thiếu xe lát, nhận được xe lát nữa là xong. Perfect tiếp à? Thêm nữa không? One more. Ê, 135 xuống 126 nhỉ? Nó reset. One more này. One more. One ai không được. One more. Không one more à? Quả đấy. Ê, để one more. Two more. Hai Sibasikira. Nope. Mày bay 54 à? Thực sự là 5 củ ấy, nên là 50%. Quay đều. Cái gì đấy? Không skip được quên mất. Coi này về qua kia thì bay thì kiếm tiền G-Bird. Quá mạnh. Ra một tuổi mà rồi lên go 4, cứ chỉ go 4 cho tôi vậy, không chôn tôi à? Vẫn thắng à? Sự bay tỷ vong. Anh ác quỷ rồi, hóa ác quỷ rồi. Từ ngày em đi anh hóa thành ác quỷ Ride a Car Simulator. 22 củ à? Anh sẽ bay được tầm 400 củ, 450 thì mới lên cấp tiếp theo được. Sự bình chi linh ấy. Nhanh mà nhẹ. Ui, bay nhanh đét. Tốc độ sự vua. Tốc độ sự một đẳng cấp Pro VIP. Chuẩn không vậy? Thắng là không vậy? Rồi, còn mỗi quân cho gát sẽ làm chi? Còn mỗi cho gát làm chi? Cho gát 2 mũ thích nghi à? Làm chi? Ui, thổi đau phết, đùa. Ê, nó thắng được cái cút đấy. Ê, nó thổi chết Zone này. Không chết được. Có 2 cái mũ kia đéo chết được. 2 mũ đấy chỉ là kích thêm sát thương phép. Xong rồi. Quả chém mới là của mình rồi. Chắn luôn. Đi chợ 100 máu bốc lửa. Đồ Zone này. Zone cái cục đấy sự xịn không? Ban lan chắn à? Đồ cổ này. 15% hút báo chủ sở đồng minh được đấy. Cái ui mất lắc rồi. Còn những cục kia, còn cục vàng. Lấy một cục vàng đi. Rồi, trở lấy cái này. Ha sorry. Mày bay cao. Một lần bay được tầm 40 triệu.
তুমি যদি মরো যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা।
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন। স্যার এটা তো ভোটার কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু। যাচ্ছে সব বাইট কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Được, anh biết là vay ký quỹ mà. Anh biết là nhưng mà không lãi là nhót mà. Đấy. Đấy mình lợi thì lợi nhuận. Biết rồi, anh biết mà. Lợi nhuận thì cũng cao nhưng lợi nhuận cao lỗ cũng cao mà. Đấy, thì lợi nhuận bởi vì nó lợi nhuận cao lỗ cũng cao mà. Vậy mà mình vay ấy. Một thế. Được quá, giờ đó là Bitcoin đang dần đang lên tí tí rồi đấy. Được đấy. Nó đang lên tí tí rồi đấy. Em phải lấy thằng lương đã. Em phải lấy thằng lương đã, không được. Muốn cả không được cút đấy. Không được 50 đâu. Anh lo cái gì không? Lên nói, đang lên nói, không muộn, không kia 55 giờ 57 rồi. Sắp mà lên lại 70 thì tính. Và lên lại 70 thì bình ấy. Bây giờ mua từ bây giờ lên lại 70 giờ nhiều ấy. Là số 40 rồi tái. Số lại số 40 rồi. Tại mấy cái thằng Đức nó bán Bitcoin đi ấy, chôn. Đức này, mấy thằng Đức thích handle thị trường không? Lợi. Nhưng mà đúng rồi. Không được đâu. Nhưng mà mấy thằng How to Die cũng nhót mà, How to Die cũng nhót đấy. How to Die giờ này, How to Die giờ đang sợ mà gần thôi thoát, đang thôi thoát mà. Hôm kia 55 thôi thoát mà. Ok rồi. Có đang quay mà, đang. Thế anh mới không đổi game nữa. Yes. Đi á, xong vào ghi nốt xong. Đi không vào nốt, được. Anh khăn nước. Đấy, như thế, cho từ giây phút bao nhiêu, giờ bao nhiêu, phút bao nhiêu, giây bao nhiêu đến bao nhiêu. Xong. Bây giờ mà có kiểu làm đơ cái màn hình webcam đấy xong mình chạy đấy vào xong vẫn một mặt đấy xong rồi lại chạy tiếp kìa. Stop rồi, stop webcam. Tôi bảo là chắc là lỗi mạng thôi, không sao đâu. Yes sir. Kiểu bật tay phát, ui, lỗi mạng à? Cái gì đấy? Mình không biết. 80 mũ à? Này chơi quả game mà treo được. Anh chơi quả game mà treo được. Mà anh đang chơi chay, anh đang dịch. Launch into Space Simulator. Vũ quay lại à? Vũ không chơi War Zero nữa à? Em các bạn mà Vũ mà. Để em các bạn mà Vũ rồi. Được không? Yes. Cái hồi mà anh không uống nhiều ấy, anh còn ngồi im không cả đi đái cơ. Giờ uống rất nhiều rồi phải dậy đái vào. Có à. Có hồi mà tôi quay với Vũ Huyền Cương ấy, xong anh quay cả đêm đấy ấy. Anh uống mỗi cà phê không uống nhiều nước thì anh không bị đái, anh ngồi bắt đến sáng. Có mấy 10 tiếng rồi. Quả đấy là có cái trò anh cày đó, nên là anh có đến sáng. Gì broccoli mày grab. Rồi sẽ quen thôi. Không lắm rồi à. Tán giờ qua. Rồi xin chuẩn bị đứng dậy. Bao nhiêu 40 là 20 phút rồi người uống nước. Tán nước điện. Chưa uống thuốc nữa. Yes. Quay nhiều khác quen mà. Rồi quay chán tiền. Sao mấy anh còn không biết đánh cờ ấy, anh cũng chơi cái gì khác ngoài Roblox đâu, chỉ chơi Roblox thôi. Có biết chơi cái gì đâu. Bây giờ nhanh mà, một trận 30, 40, 50 phút rồi, dễ. Từ lúc vào bài treo ví dụ mà cái game này nó bay được ấy. giới hạn chơi một game mà tầm 10 đến 15 tiếng một game, là chỉ được quay trong đấy là phải đổi game rồi, cho nó bắt thế. Nó không cho quay một game quá nhiều ấy. Ý là treo nhưng mà thỉnh thoảng vào GG cái chuột phải ấn để di màn hình nhé. Nó cần cái mình chỉnh góc rồi, chứ nó không phải là mình chơi liên tục mẹ treo tu rồi mình chỉnh góc rồi. Thì cái game này anh đang chơi với cả thằng Vũ này thì lúc bay ấy thì nó tự bay mà mình chỉ cần vào mình di chuột một tí cho nó đổi góc rồi xong, không phải làm gì đâu. Chứ mà anh thế mà đánh cờ xong rồi, ví dụ set bài xong chả gì thì lại quay lại game này, xong nghe tiếng vào xong trận rao ở bên cờ thì quay lại cờ. Phải thôi, phải lách thôi. Làm sao mà phải sao mà đứng được, làm sao mà chuẩn được, chuẩn chết, chuẩn mệt quỷ. Sao rồi còn bắt nói liên tục như thế, bây giờ anh mà nói nhiều, nói liên tục, quay gì cũng nói, không cái gì là không nói. Mới là nhiều béo vào, anh nó quay cứ nói lắm thế. Phải nói lắm đấy. Phải nói lắm đấy. Không nói lắm không được đâu. Được rồi này, quay tiếp rồi. Luôn tiếp. Sự là không. Ôi giời ha. Đừng có check đồng hồ liên tục thì lâu mà check. Check liên tục mới được một tí thôi. Để cho bay được ngoài tay quá. Rồi cho bay được ngoài tay quá. Bay cho thầy đi. Rồi cứ để cho bay. The Ocean World. Xong rồi cái game trước bọn anh treo để bắn PUBG nó hiện chữ auto file to đúng trên màn hình nghe. Thế là bọn nó không cho qua. Bọn nó bảo là quay 3 tiếng chỉ để treo 1 tiếng thôi. Thế là anh mới đi tìm những cái game mà cái nút auto ấy nó không bị hiện lộ trên màn hình ấy. Thế anh tìm được mấy game nó không bị lộ rồi. Thế là treo mình ngon có biết đâu. Dễ không ấy. Nhưng người ta bao giờ trên cái drive tổng của tất cả các thằng update lên ấy, nó ghi là use rồi ấy, đã sử dụng ấy, thì mình xóa vô ấy, xóa trên drive cho đỡ nặng. Thằng Vũ mua drive thì anh nó dùng chung mà. Quỷ ơi, broccoli bay sửa nhanh nhẹn ấy. Cái vòng ấy 5 lap. Bao nhiêu tuổi cơ? Mình quay được 3 tuổi, 10 tuổi, đây là 20 tuổi, quay được 10 tuổi. Chuẩn. Em mà tao nhớ được bay 600 tuổi không? 10.000 tỷ, một lần bay được 10.000 tỷ. Uầy, 10 lap à? Thằng noob. Rồi. Yes. Vui lắm rồi. Thôi được rồi, cắn hành dương thôi. Cắn quá. Này em, Sam chỉnh chuẩn như vậy. Gì? Thằng kia nó không chỉnh thằng Tuấn nó không có chỉnh cho chôn Trước của anh là nó vào nó set cho anh mà. Nó vào gì nhỉ? Team view set. Cái hồi đầu ấy nó mới xét tao ấy, nó còn bảo tao là phải để đầu như nào thì chuẩn. Nó bắt tao hạ cam một tí xuống mà. Nó bắt tao hạ cam xuống mà để cho phần trên trống đỡ trống. Quý nhỉ, em có setting rồi. Cam bao nhiêu? Gì đây, hơn 10 tiếng lại. Thế là quay 20 tiếng mới lời 2 lít. Chuẩn không phải. Còn các bạn được tốt. Báo mẹ chùa 15. Ai à, sinh nhật sắp sinh nhật Cương Vũ ơi, 11 sao ấy. Chào Tấn bảo đấy, chào Hoàng Tấn bảo đấy.